interesting, this matchup here. I kind of dig this pick here. Michael Sword will certainly come into play a little bit at full screen. That substantial startup, though, leaves me wondering if we get too much of it. Double shot for air dust, and even into the charge here.
Yeah, but now trying to close the gap here, going to be a little interesting for Ventus. I do like the idea of trying to go for charge laser if Jacko is just kind of sitting back trying to summon the minions. But right now, you got to figure out a way to escape from this corner.
Let's see. Nice, get the low. Unfortunately, Unika's air-to-airs are just god-awful, but this DP is not.
Yeah, that is where she really struggles, is in the air, though. But on the ground, she's incredibly solid.
Yes. She's got to have a flaw somewhere.
Oh, there's the laser. Full screen. Bro, that 5H, that's one of my favorite buttons in the game.
Unika's 5H?
Yes.
Oh my god. This is devastating.
Feels good to press, right? Doesn't feel good to get tossed into the next round like that, though, from Lenz.
Here, 2K2D. Fire away.
All right.
Oh, geez. Trying to recover off the beam. This is an okay ender to go for the blue beam here as opposed to red, right? Because you do get some of that safety net if the opponent blocks it. Can't be caught in the heavens above, though.
Yep, that 2S hitting its mark, and now you're stuck between a rock and a hard place here. There's the DP. Get off me. Trying to rush in. 2H immediately into the follow-up. All right, the gun dipper. That's a lot of damage.
I'm telling you, me and Unika are on bad terms. I've seen floor 6 for the first time because of this character.
That's crazy. Don't worry, ranked will save us, Zero. Able to hit the far slash there. Gun dipper once again for the hard knockdown since it was enhanced. Just goes for the neutral jump.
Jesus. Look at that.
Oh,
right in the super.
Bro, Mega Death Buster.
Jump back. Nice. Got that JS. Like her one solid air button for sure, though.
Unfortunately, with the throw in the air, was probably trying to go for that JD to shoot the laser, and now put into the corner once again. Might actually end up dying for it.
RC. That's 2H, which is canceled into the charge sequence. It does connect with the JH.
That's cute. That's cute. We've done it a couple of times, right? Dash up, neutral jump, JH. It's actually really good because if you get that counter hit, the JH goes down so far that Unika is able to land and continue the combo.
Yeah, Unika with a very strong conversion kit, especially with the counter hit off JH like that.
Yeah, very unique Shoto kit. Now jumping straight into game number 2, Ventus up 1. Looking very clean here with this Unika. And also, Unika, low-key, probably the best character with this PlayStation color.
It is
it just
cool.
fits her.
Fire away. Non-Arbalest edition.
Oh, the nice pickup. DP at the end. Gonna get the confirm into the laser.
Yes. Able to wall bounce off that DP simply because it was the Arbalest version. And another one to convert. Ooh.
Perfect. Yeah, when this character gets going, she gets going. Very difficult to stop. Set up the laser. Yep, for that guard break there on Oki. One of her strongest Oki options. This time goes for the green sever. Nice. Mother sword.
So is the blue one father sword. Arbalest's father moves. Red or mother moves.
Oh, but there's the wire seed.
Meryl's coming through. Again, full screen beam with this life lead. You ain't got to sweat nothing here. The JS doesn't connect. Nice.
Wow, okay. Mother sword again. I like the idea there, canceling off of the minion. Is going to get caught this time. Gotta watch out. Minion set in the corner.
Caught this corner. This wall bounce will allow for a super.
Yep, landing like a nuke, but not gonna break the wall. DP right out of the corner. Shouts to Captain Nukehead coming through with the sub. Appreciate ya. Now, really tricky position. Ooh,
Raw slide into the DMs. You know it's a big conversion opportunity here. It's Unika with the stun dipper finish.
She got that from her daddy. Absolutely fantastic call out. It was looking pretty scary there in the corner, but Ventus saw the hole and was able to thread the needle. Now it's time to jump into the next game here. Game 3 might be the last one here. Lenz has been looking so strong. Like, a lot of these rounds have come down to the wire, right? Ventus is just really able to clutch it out in the end.
Yeah, it's that big power potency. The fact that we're able to look at this. DP clears everything off the screen. Back off.
Yeah, you just can't be too aggressive, right? With the threat of DPing there. Nice knockdown with the enhanced gun dipper.
Marvelous mode to slide into DMs again. Off the far slash, no less.
And I love just utilizing the double JD to shoot the minions off the screen. It's a really smart idea there from Ventus.
Yeah, you see a lot of Unikas go for double JD there, which is the 2 aerial shots, just to at least control the positioning here, so the opponent can't just run in for free. Super for victory.
The weapons free. Just one hit of weapons free. I like it.
You got your weapon free combo?
I do not. I also did not have my Kaioken combos in Dragon Ball, so. Oh, look at this. Just harassing with the slash after slash. Sliding in. Your health bar is melting.
What? It scopes. That's a conversion here, actually. Look at this. Gonna get her heart knocked down to catch up in the life game.
And the positive bonus, even more important, gonna get burst back right away.
You're lucky it wasn't Arbalest DP. You're so lucky. Oh, nice. Actually, out of that position, not much you could have gotten even if it was Arbalest DP. This round.
Yeah, would have just gone right back to Mito there with the DP.
I thought that was death. Spoke too soon. It definitely was. I told you, I saw the future.
Well, let's see. What's the future going to be in this round, Zero? Burst back up on both players. Set point.
Unika should be able to tell me what the future is, right?
Bro, sports betting goes crazy.
5P? Backside 5P, no less? Yo, he's got your buttons. Nice JS.
And to the 2S. Gonna go for the RC here. Enhanced DP to get the wall bounce. Mother Sword to get the positive bonus.
Nice shot. The JD, but does get knocked down. And the sandwich position not looking ideal. There's burst available, Ventus. Not gonna use it.
Now gonna get sent through the wall. Possibly should have spent that burst, right? Because now Lenz is going to get burst back here off this positive bonus.
Never mind. I'll just keep blasting. Block stun here. Does block the dust. No! You opened up to JH! Don't do that! Don't! No! JH is the button of all buttons for Unika right there. A little bit of sin out here.
All right. Gonna be going up against roycebracket. Yep, with that Asuka coming through. Glad to see the Asuka players are still out here, still going strong, even after that character got nerfed going into Season 4. Still in the right hands, absolutely deadly, and that's a good start.
Absolutely. 2S, and let's keep you locked down with this barrage of cards. A couple explosive cards here to start things off. And that's a good hand, as you said. Starting out with a strong hand on the side of Royce is a great way to combat against the damage output of Sin.
Ooh, and a dark magic attack to send you straight through the wall. Royce looking like a well-oiled machine. Teleport is going to get caught, but not able to convert off of it, unfortunately.
Yeah, quick little cancel here off the Gazelle step with the close slash, but still got the throw for Royce. Knockdown. Q play continues. Not a stellar hand right now for Royce, though.
Big pickup, though. Royce doesn't need the good hand. When you can throw hands there, going to be able to take the first round.
Having that one last hit that we're looking for. Nice start for Dugong, honestly. Let's see if Royce gets to kind of fight back out of this corner. That's going to be the weakness here at this hand. No true reversal. Needs some resources to get an RC out. Man, 50% already gone here.
All right, overhead's going to connect. Immediately into the Tyrant. Barrel, and it's enough to get the kill thanks to stripping that shield from Royce.
shield, no mana. There's nothing to answer back with. Round start for Royce. Or at least we got a good couple draws here with the teleport to back us up. Nice close slash. A little mistimed at that final cube, and the RC is just a moment to save you here.
All right, there's the burst. Didn't want to get sent through the wall, but now you have a lot of ground to gain here. Very difficult position for Dougal on the B end. Gets the burst out of Royce, but straight back to square one.
Ooh, yeah, unfortunate 6P right there. It's going to get punished for sure by Dougal. It's 2K2D, maximum range there. Full respect on the side swap. The tap does sneaks in. Royce should be able to finish the round here with one more strike.
Yep, and there it is. Just dash up, easy buttons. Very difficult position for Dougal to actually escape out of. You'd have to go for like a Hail Mary DP or just hold down back and pray.
Right. I mean, still difficult to get that ball rolling if you're on the side of Asuka. So having those like really good hands at round start means the world for Asuka, honestly. Like Royce is doing an excellent job of trying to open up with that low 2S, still gets a pushback off a strong card. And having that space gives you room against Sin to swap out a couple cards. I mean, this hand, you're not going to want to swap at all. It's a beautiful one at that. A couple wind cues with the close range.
Nice. Close range. They're able to get that pickup. Oh, no, but you cannot charge for free against Sin, right? If Sin is alive in neutral, he will stun dipper right into you.
Waves continue here. Actually got a level 3 wave to back it up even.
And is going to get the Dark Magic attack, OTG, to break the wall. Royce, once again, building up that momentum, which is very impressive. Like you said, it's hard to build that momentum with Asuka.
Is riding the lightning to the opposite side, back to where we began. Hoof Stomp not going to connect.
I don't think Hoof Stomp has actually connected yet. Royce has done such a fantastic job reacting to it.
I think there was just like one in like a strong sequence that last game that connected, but also it might have just been we were already mid-combo anyways. What to look at the tapes at that point.
Dash in. Yep, get the guard break. Wow, swapping test cases right in your face. Pretty ballsy there from Royce. Able to secure the throw.
Toss, extending a little bit more here with the cube play. Quick draw McGraw out here with the water ball.
Oh my God. Just catching with the wall cube as well. 6H, the rules, straight through the glass.
Ooh. Counter hit, bar slash. Still feasible here for Dougal.
It is, but you're going to have to get Royce out of that shield, right? Mana is under 50%, so it's definitely doable.
Oh no. No follow through. We didn't have an RC. Oh my goodness.
And that is going to take the shields off. Absolutely massive. One touch now. Gets the hit, but there's the burst.
First time we're connecting off that Hoof Stomp. Hoping to pair with the gold burst. Trying to make sure we can secure a victory. We're seriously just like a touch to open up against Royce, who's not going to let go of this down back.
But there's the throw into the OTG. Still not enough. Hoof Stomp blocked yet again, but finally gets the touch. All right, round top attempt at a Hoof Stomp.
Dash for that one there. Slow approach, but that gives all the more opportunity to side swap on cards with the teleport. Where you looking there, Sin?
That was tricky there with that mix up into the corner. Even trickier with this pickup as well. Are we going to end it with super? No, goes for the BRC for the extra corner carry and able to draw a card.
Oh. DP. Only connecting with the cube. Hoof Stomp does open up overhead. Attack. 2K too far. We'll get another one.
5D is going to be able to break the glass. Positive bonus now for Dougal. This is big. Oh!
Nice call again, but not able to open up. Drift.
This is unfortunate. And gets tossed on the deep like shield. Just goes for the setup. Check and mate. Royce bracket now up 2-0 as Entree Intro comes in with the resub. Thank you so much.
Gosh, and honestly, off that teleport, there was such a small window of opportunity to maybe go for DP, but at that point, I'm pretty sure Cube was already on top of you. So, like, you are, like you said, hard locked into a checkmate scenario. Like, that should have been it right there. Unfortunate for Dougal. really try to open things up with that PRC and just not quite getting Royce to stand. Again, Royce has been holding that down back, refusing to stand up outside of like most overhead interactions, but we're still pressing the issue off those overhead and hoof stomp and blocking those out.
Really, the fact that Royce has not been hit by a single hoof stomp is honestly kind of crazy.
Yeah, he
like,
just got caught by it in the last round. Like, that was finally starting to pay dividends there for Dugong.
and that was after going for so many lows in a row, right? In the round before, we were constantly just going for that 6K, 6K, 6K. This time, the DP to blow out of the pressure.
Exactly. Stomp again, finally connecting here. Does to get that launch.
Paying off in a big way. Now, for the first time, Dugong finally with a pretty substantial lead in a round. Able to take that one away swimmingly, but can we keep the momentum going?
Looks like Dugong has evolved to the final form here. Starting to understand true Guilty Gear. Oh, the teleport, able to sneak away.
Still believing in the heart of the cards here. Gets the auto redraw mana. Bro, catching your teleport with a beak driver is crazy work. Jin just goes for the jump. I wonder what the play was there, because Dugong didn't have burst, and also, excuse me, Royce didn't have burst or YRC.
Yeah, I wonder if you want to go for a quick air button there, but nothing was happening. Now that we have burst on this side, gravity well is up, so that makes the cubes all the more threatening. Not even gonna need it.
And that dark magic attack putting Royce in once again a very strong position here. We're just gonna go for the burst immediately. Yeah, we have to redraw. We didn't have a zoning card.
6 speed to keep you locked in, and the low. Good round here for Royce.
Set point even. Gonna get the 2S right off the bat, getting the burst out of Dugong. Whoa! That was nice. Just propelling yourself off the cube, catching with the anti-air 5P.
Uh-oh. Okay.
It's okay. You're gonna get that money back from the positive bonus, right? So, not too terrible of an option.
Good use of gravity well staff here, because you can get tossed into the throw combo.
Oh, into the mix-up! It's gonna hurt. Oh, actually doesn't go for the super. Instead, it's gonna be Dugong going for the ride the lightning all the way through the glass. No, didn't have enough room.
Last ditch effort, and what a beak driver to open up the opportunity to go for the low here.
That was an incredible play there from Dugong. Really starting to get used to utilizing 6P, beak driver, just following up off of hitting the cubes, right? That's so important in this matchup, no matter who you're playing, is knowing when you can cancel your normals off the cubes to be able to get in on Asuka and stop him from just drawing cards for free.
Let's go into this next round here as Dugong finally draws their first game. Woo! Good little interrupt right there. Dugong going to own this corner for the first round start. 6P destroyed. Stop it. 6P destroyed all 3 of those cubes. Insane. That's a good 6P.
It's a pretty good button, but a 6P right back there from Royce. Gonna RTL the 2D. Stop pressing buttons. Yep, 5H immediately into the Sun Dipper. Oh! Got caught with the hand in the cookie jar 0, and Dugong is starting to gain this momentum.
See this? Another 6P right in a beak driver, erasing the cube. We're starting to understand. Now you're thinking with cubes.
Bro, he's so comfy too, he was able to take a little snack before breaking the wall. Hold on.
See, oh no, the overhead is gonna get ducked. Are you kidding me?
Wow, not quite out of mana yet, but incredibly close.
Bonus build though.
Oh, you might be dead here? And make that a game 5. This is the first set of the night, 0. What is going on here?
So this is what happens when you try to play like your young nephew at like a game like Yu-Gi-Oh or something. You know, you have this fine set of rules, a whole play mat, instructions how to play, and Royce is trying to be like, look, you have to take your turn. You can't just summon whatever you want. And your nephew says, I don't care, and smacks the cards off the table. That is effectively what's happening.
That's some screw the rules, I have money energy, you know what I'm saying?
Toddlers should not have money. What toddlers do you know that have money?
Sin, bro. He's the prince. There's the burst. Oh, but does get caught by the big fire orb.
Still could have blocked that one. Nice jump out on the teleport. Dive kick. Snipes out the cube, but unfortunately, that hoof stomp is going to get 2P'd out.
Yeah, this beat driver has been so instrumental in Dugong just gaining a lot of ground here, especially with those comebacks. Beat driver, the cubes, 6P on the cubes, immediately able to cancel the things like that, the Sun Dipper.
Hunt to close the gap again. Quick interrupt with 2P. Royce just trying to thread a needle right now on this pressure.
One thing I really love about Dugong is now they're just committed to brawling, right? We'll take the trades, we'll take the swings, because if you get a hit as Sin, you're going to get a lot of reward for it.
Getting a lot of space away from that 2D, but run up 6P. Royce with no follow-up there. This counter hit could have gotten something big.
Yeah, Royce tried to do the mana charge. You saw that earlier, right? And accidentally got down, but forgot the button there. So had to go for it again. Wasn't able to do mana charge into a combo. Had to commit to just the mana charge.
Cube wall. We got a couple draws. Keep firing off. Got that mana regen staff helping out tremendously here. Until you start getting walloped.
Right now, might be getting walloped. That's a good throw tech. 2D gets the knockdown. Now's your chance to bring things back, but there's the YRC to immediately put a stop to it.
Look how fast Dugong is denying the opportunity for Royce to recharge this deck. You have no cards in your hand, and Dugong is going to constantly deny with everything they have in their arsenal.
What a clash, dude. Just brawling. Like, you're right. Absolutely denying.
This is the one moment of reprieve that Royce has. Trying to make the most of it here with these teleports. Ooh.
Oh, you gonna catch the backdash? I don't think so. Nope. Oh, but you spent everything to catch Royce trying to punish it, and things are not looking too good for the Magician here.
Let's see. Oh, Jesus Christ. What a 6P. The audacity of Royce to do that right now. With no mana on the line, another 6P. Trying to charge and get something out of this deck.
Oh, but that was very, very lucky there. Able to get the gravity staff to lock down Dugong to be able to recharge the mana. Gets around as well. Final game, final round of the first set of Monday Night Strive.
That was insane. The quick scramble to get as many cards in her hand as we could for each knockdown against Dugong. Beat driver to the counter hit against the card play. Royce in trouble with the low. This is JP coming out here from Royce. There's our DP. Lockdown calls out the YRC. They're going to get opened up by the Q.
Big explosion. Teleport gets the counter hit, anti-air, and this might end up being it here. Not going to get the hard knockdown, so hold on.
Yeah, didn't have the meter for it. There we go. The snipe, one final wave of cubes. And Royce rolls in with the first game victory, the first set, 3-2. Since we do have against Soul, same can be said for Giovanna, because Soul can also just kind of destroy a lot of this game plan. It used to be the former version of 5K denied your B&B block route here from Giovanna, so you really had to play a neutral game. Things are a little bit better now, especially with dash install. So we'll see how this plays out here between Screwz and the Bob.
Right. I always love to see a Soul Badguy on the screen here. Definitely the movement is going to be in Giovanna's favor here. So the Bob currently getting smothered in the corner, trying to chase down with the 2K, but missing.
What? Drifts already? The blur with the JK? You got it. Screwz. First shatter 2D.
Yep, and that is going to be a perfect to kick things off as Dank Nen comes through with the sub. Welcome.
5H, another one. The staggered 5H here. Watch out for these 6Ps, though. That's a pretty lingering normal. Most of Giovanna's pressure can just be low profiled right through. And once Bob figures that out, we'll have a different story on our hands. 2S, no counter hit. Ooh.
Mean pickup, just gonna go for the knockdown mid-screen. OTG immediately into a safe jump. Dash of DP. Okay, Screwz in full control right now, Zero.
Feeling very, very comfortable here. That was dastardly to do the dash of DP, and then you do it again. Got blocked, no problem. I got a drift.
Yeah, you can see the confidence here in the way that Screwz is playing. The Bob really not getting a chance to showcase much of anything, just getting bogged down by all the pressure. Unfortunately, getting clipped by a ton of counter hits. So just needs to possibly be a little bit more patient. Try to find the gaps where you can actually swing back a Soul, because Soul can definitely do it, right? You've got a good 2K, you've got a great 2D as well.
Both characters have the exact same flaws here, except the flaws from Giovanna, they're a little bit more numerous than what Soul has in terms of that neutral game. We'll see if, again, Bob's really got to start calling these out. I'm telling you, 6P neutral is definitely going to be a strong tool against Gio. There's those gaps you mentioned that are just 6P-able here for Soul. Round start 2D is not the play, though.
Oh, no. 2K 2D is going to connect here into the Bandit Revolver.
Too far for that 2K, though. Like the principle, though. If we stagger these far slashes, you could try to fish for those counter hits.
Oh, Gunflame faint. Yeah, I like that a lot. Still, even after all this time, weird to not see Fafnir guard crush.
That'd be too much now at this point.
There we go. The patience from the Bob now, finding a way to press back, finding out when it's your turn, and getting a wild throw to secure the round.
Now, the Bob being so conservative on this neutral game, not the worst thing in the world. Far slash is definitely going to get challenged here from Gio.
Whoa. Nice wake-up DP. That is one thing that Soul definitely has over Giovanna in this matchup, is the meterless reversal option.
I love the course correction here for Dash installing the flip kick, just so you can get that side swap and actually get the shatter right off. A very easy route to pick up there. You see how quickly Screwz is willing to course correct these combos. Wall bouncing with the heavy for Super to get the kill.
Course correcting the set now, Zero. Immediately taking charge once again. Feels like if the Bob gets knocked down, Screwz just runs away with it.
That's the play of Giovanna. Close slash, a deep run, Vortex pickup. Doesn't even need the clean hit Fafnir. We'll just get the shatter.
I like it. 6H trying to plant the tombstone. Ooh, big counter with the 5K2.
Yeah, because that would have given you a 5K route correction there, so you could actually launch from that. Oh, missed the JS.
You saw earlier, tried to go for 6P into Bandit Revolver, but accidentally got the wild throw. That was unfortunate. They definitely could have gone for a good pressure sequence there with the meter they had.
The Soul Classic. Too far. Actually, very interesting. It didn't get close enough for the Gatling here. Granted, it's not going to be like a dash cancel that you get off that 2D. 5K would have been nice to get the conversion.
Beautiful whip punish. Yeah, you're dead. That's going to be two. No, drops it. The commentator's curse strikes again. And the Bob going to steal it away. 1-1.
So sometimes keeping it simple is way better. And the route that we had to that corner, 5K and a jump cancel would have been excellent. You could have did like 5K. JS would have converted a little bit there. You could have risked it with like the JH. It might have been a little bit more consistent. But either way, like that would have at least guaranteed for that corner. And you get that shatter. Going for the cancel kind of screwed up that gravity scaling there off the RC.
I see chat asking, with Super have just won, the route that they went for, they wouldn't have been able to do the Super because they went into the air. So they would have gone for the knockdown. That's the thing. They were spiking the Bob back down to the ground, so they went for the RC to pop him back up and get the combo. But unfortunately, they dropped it afterwards.
You could have done air super.
Yeah, air super might have worked, actually. Yeah, you're right.
It, like, the kill, probably not, like, to your point, but, like, it's still, like, should have been able to get to that shatter.
Either way, the wall break would have been definitely better.
There it is. Dash cancel opened up on the dash cancel, though. That's unfortunate because we get that launcher off the DP.
Yeah, Bob has been consistently getting opened up by the dash up DP over and over. And wow, okay.
I was wrong.
RC into nothing from both of them.
I was wrong. Yeah, I saw the drift come out from Gio. I'm like, maybe we just rip a DP here, but that still would have been blocked in a full punish. Don't listen to me, Bob.
Miko blocking full punish, drops the DP, unfortunately, so not quite a full one, but is going to get a second chance here.
Critical to get that micro dash, so the far S would actually do a full conversion there. Whoop. All right, got our 2D. Drift again. We've seen this opener. It's so quick with it. Finally bursting is the Bob. Whoop. Nice. 6S. Beautiful conversion off at 2K. Able to get the Tyrant Rave.
Dash up close slash. Very nice. Beautiful. And what a round there from the Bob. Able to bring it back from the brink. But can we do it once again? Can we get a lead here in this set?
Not raw for that 6P though, the Bob. Don't. You're not raw to try to put it out there. Unfortunately, that's more of a reactionary 6P you got to try to rip.
Oh, gonna let the spinning dog kick rip. There's the hard knockdown. Positive bonus once again. Gonna be able to get really close, if even not, build up that entire burst as well for Screwz. Oh, but doesn't even need it.
It's gonna be done here and now.
And a perfect 2? Damn. The Bob dying with burst, unfortunately.
Both characters are very capable of doing that, Felfarin. Don't you worry about that one, all right? Relax, put the brakes. I see you. Don't look at my characters. Look away.
Not many reasons to play Venom. That's crazy. But you're right.
But yeah, the two combos take away 90. I mean, we're talking immediate shatter of upwards of like 260 damage from Giovanna here for very easy mid-screen shatter. And then you steamroll, right? So you get that 50% on your tension. That gives you your damage boost for Giovanna for her unique mechanic. And you just continue to ride the wave of victory.
All right, trying to go for the 5P anti-air, creating a little bit of space. Bob trying to slow things down a little bit. That was a nice cross up JK.
Jeez. It's been the Fafnir, of course. Right there, that delay. I'm telling you, that 5H delay, there's a spot right there, Bob.
Tries to go for the low this time. That was quite the decision there from Bob, trying to steal the turn back. High risk, no reward at all.
Screwz in control. See, this is what Giovanna's feed off of, right? Like, if you don't understand the gaps or the delays and some of this offensive pressure, we just get to go. We keep running for free without having to worry about being punished. I build risk, I build meter, and I start chipping when I get 50% upwards. It gets worse and worse for you.
It's just crazy though, Zero, because if Bob did not go for DP there, they could have easily won that round. They had the corner positioning, they had a massive life lead, but something in them, the sole bad guy in them, told them, just DP, just do it.
They're gonna try to steal my turn. They're gonna kick me.
And now it's set point here for Screwz, who just keeps letting these roundhouse kicks rip.
Bar slash. Ooh, unfortunately,
that was
not
cute.
the clean hit. Yeah, just want the quick restand off 2P.
To the throw. All right, don't do anything crazy now, Bob. There we go. Able to bait out the YRC into the Tyrant Rave.
Jeez, IB off rip.
Oh, the wake up 5P. The Bob not getting a safe jump there, so gotta pay for it.
Whoop! That's so unfortunate. The fuzzy.
No burst to save the Bob here either. Isn't gonna be able to build up burst before they die. Oh, hold on. If they keep the pressure up, they just might be able to. 2K, 2D.
2S, stealing back the turn. Revolver RC. Let's get the launch with the dust. That's the final burst opportunity. Screwz trying to take it, and the far slash works. Actually, you could have done super, but still got the kill regardless, and Screwz comes out on top 3-1 over the Bob 16. Yep.
Very, very well played there from Screwz, though. I liked what I saw from the Bob, just maybe too high of a risk taker in some scenarios, right? That really led to them getting just absolutely exploded. Scambolini versus Shockjoc coming up. I could go for a Shock, bro.
That's crazy that you could what?
Shockjoc.
You can go for a shock? Is that what you said? You can go for a shock.
I could go for a Shockjoc, the alcoholic beverage.
Oh, I'm not privy to that. What is that?
It's like an orange. It's like an orange, like cider kinda. It's pretty good.
Oh yeah.
I haven't had one in a long time.
It's got the orange slice, the sunglasses on it.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yep. Nope. I'm with you. I'm with you.
It's like Eno got the sunglasses here, ready for a jam session against Scambolini on the Kai.
Scambolini Kai, of course, and Shockjoc not playing Kai, but has a Kai-colored Eno, so I will accept it.
And Eno, you know, I feel like ever since Evo Japan with Daru Eno coming off that big win, we've been seeing Eno surface a little bit more here and there.
Here and there.
Oh, Shock Pop. That's what it's called.
Shock Thank you,
Pop.
Connor.
Thank you, Connor. Yeah. Look, I don't know, bro. My favorite beer is Budweiser. What are you talking about, chat?
Wow, Jobber.
It's not. It's not. All right, there we go. 5P anti-air into the pickup.
Shatter. Oh, wow. That was a mad telegraph guard cancel, but who can help but go for the low right after a hop for Pino, huh? It's true. I knew it. Brandon, I knew it.
Be able to break the wall here. Very clean.
Thanks for the definition, Baghead. You're the best.
I'll have you all know my favorite beer is Hefeweizen, okay? That's my favorite beer.
That's a beer I've had before.
Yeah, you can get it at BJ's. Very good. There's the wall break from Shockjoc.
What a food rate. Scambolini? Get out of here. Nope, unplug the router right now, Shockjoc.
5K into the 2K. Into the RC. That should be the round with the wall break. With the super. Scambolini able to get the round. You know, Sappiro's pretty good, Minty, but I like Kieran better.
Kieran is like okay for me. You know, I like the premium flavor of Sapporo.
Kieran makes the best light beer, actually. Ooh. Nothing light about that mix-up, though, from Shockjoc. Able to break the wall here with a mad love.
Let's see, heavy stun edge. Wow, the Foudre conversion. Wait a minute. This is fire. Happy anniversary to that meme, by the way.
Dash up 5K. Oh, 2S into the 5H. 5H was too far away. What a DP! We were trying to go for something cute there for Scambolini. Not going to work out, but immediately right back on in.
You keep blocking. Stroke a little bit short. Yo, tries. You might. I can't believe it. Nope.
Anti-air 5K with the Kyle Kiske. Ride the lightning to take game number 1.
It's all starting to make sense, Jobber. This is why they froze Kai in the anime. He'd be too good.
He would have ended. He would have ended conflict right away, bro.
Immediately. Because I gotta take care of my wife first. Hold on.
If Unika's anything to go by, he definitely takes care of his wife.
Oh my god.
Anyway, we're jumping straight into game number 2. Scambolini up game 1.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Backspace with bar slash knock to find a mark. Oh. Good patience from Scam.
Oh, too far away once again for that 5H follow-up after the 2S.
Nice throw. Actually, a very small window to even get it. PRC,
Whoa.
and you're still going to get caught. It does your taxes, it mows your lawn, it can make you a sandwich, and give you a foot massage. That's the stun dipper, baby.
The OG, many imitators, but that's the original. Uh-oh, but there's the 6P. And now Shockjoc trying to turn it on, but the 5K! How is 5K stopping every approach for Eno? You try to dash in on Kai, get 5K'd. You try to stroke the big tree, get 5K'd.
You trying to pick up your kids from school? Get 5K, bro.
Oh, but there's the burst. Shockjoc sending out the antidepressant skill and baiting out the burst. That's a good round there. Able to survive. Still, both players down on burst going into this next round.
Strokes 5K. You try to leave a nice voicemail for your grandmother on her birthday? Get 5K, bro.
Oh, see, try to go for 2K there. That's why we got hit.
See, yeah, has to be 5. 5 is bigger than 2.
You're
nice
so
DP.
True.
Jesus. JD here. Here's the opener.
Fortissimo to break the wall. Oh, backdash back. Able to actually avoid the 2P.
Hey, yo. Listen, Eno, you got to figure this out. 5K
there it
is
is.
just putting in work. There it is.
Yeah, stealing your soul. Yeah, 5K, we were memeing about it, but man, it really is a fantastic button in this match. Able to cover so many of Eno's approach options. How many times did Shockjoc get stuffed by 5K just in these first 2 games?
Just far too many. Enough to have Shockjoc think twice about the forward approach against Scambolini.
Still able to close out a game.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Oh, good start here from Scambolini, coming out of the gate swinging. But spending your burst like that right off the bat, you've really got to believe in your technique here.
Slash, hold C, look at this. Catch before the close slash is active. 2K, hold up.
DL, RC, yep, get the wall break here. Gonna get a positive bonus. Oh my god, almost killed, honestly. Big whip punish though, just keep stroking. Keep stroking. Good god! Ah!
Where's my clip? Where's my clip?
Straight to the next round. Send out the antidepressant scale.
Add it to the soundboard of
What a
Discord, please.
dash
Minty.
in.
Thank you.
Heavy stun edge combo off the 2H.
You're almost dead for this one.
You are dead. That's a lot of red. That was a rough one. That was a rough one for Shockjoc, but still has a lot of great ideas, has a lot of really good applications with FD. We saw some pretty good whiff punishes. Unfortunately, Scambolini just firing on all cylinders here. Again, the momentum firmly in his corner.
Let's get into this next game here. Scambolini up 2. Counter hit, able to stagger out just in time, but still gonna go for the burst.
Catch in the back dash, goes for the OTG. Oh, that was an unfortunate whiff on the throw. Okay, aggressive burst here in the corner. Getting the counter hit.
Shatter.
Here we go, RTL. Close it up to the corner. Yes, it is. That's a hard knockdown now for Scambolini. What?
Still had the meter. Oh yeah, that's what we're using for. You got it.
I like this. Just back up. The stun dipper getting beat out.
This post slash stagger pressure again here as we Wild Assault is the opener. You thought because you were far away from Scambolini it was going to be your turn? Not a chance.
That was a lot of damage. Well, once again, Stun Dipper getting blown up. Scambolini going to the Stun Dipper well one too many times. Shockjoc finally starting to adapt. Fortissimo to get the hard knockdown. Oh, that's safe. Still 100 meter though, so an immediate RC. Great throw tech there from Shockjoc though.
Psycho Crusher close enough for the wall, but no, not quite. Just outside. Let me get that shatter.
What a conversion there. Oki with the heavy stun edge. Bro, stop. She's already dead, bro. All right, Zero Scambolini now in set point.
See, I mean, this is a strong lead for Shockjoc.
This might be the strongest that Shockjoc has looked in any round so far. But hold on, one throw could change all that.
Stroke. JK doesn't get punished.
Oh no, and the hard knockdown with the RTL. This is going to be brutal now. Zero dash of 5K into the 2K.
No burst of bait until the last final moments here.
Oh, just slowly but surely. Oh. Yep, getting caught in the end by that 5H. What a set, though. Wow.
Play the video game. Slayer's on the screen, and so is Anji Mito. Let's go.
We can't stop winning, Zero. Some Slayer action here with Yata, of course. Whoa, okay, we're schmoving right off the bat here. Dandy steps into the Master's Hammer.
Backdash away to try to get a light punish from Scissors. Yep. The tweet actually going to save you for the first time in a century.
Dash through into cross-up pile bunker. I see you, Yata. Aggressive burst as well. Tries to go for the 2S, but just did it a little too early.
So far slash there. Back with the 2P and a throw. RC. This is crazy. If it doesn't kill, it's going to kill though.
This is a weird matchup, and as a Slayer player, I kind of don't like it. I feel like Anji has a lot of really good ways to kind of prevent Slayer from doing Slayer things, right? Spin is very good. Anji's very good at also just keeping opponents locked down. Sometimes you just get a Master's Hammer, you know? Through the wall with the 5H, trying to slide it in with the 2D.
Jeez, nice jump away from the Master's Hammer again. Scissors doing a great job at navigating this.
Oh yeah, just going for the nice confirm there. Cross you up. That was kind of scary, bro. The flash, that jump scared me.
The 5K to boot, no less. Great, we got the round up here. Oh, look how many backdash. Still going to chase the cross up and good jump away from the hammer. That's been the go-to here for Scissors, and I wonder if we're going to change things up a little bit for Yata on this Dandy step.
I have to see. I mean, so far, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Oh, nice 5K, but we just Dandy again in the pile bunker.
Ooh. Fujin. Oh, a little bit low on that one there. But still able to finish the round, and that will be first game up for Scissors. And Black Manta, check this out, though. If you end up losing in your bracket, don't worry. We have a redemption bracket, so you can still play even after you go 0-2. And that's if you go 0-2. So definitely have a good time. Just hang out. Don't be worried about the Celestial. It's fake.
That's right, Zero. And not only if you go 0-2, but also if you go 1-2, you get entered into the bracket as well, so you get plenty of more games.
We just want to play video games here. That's all that we want to do. Dash away from the map a hunch. Let's toss the fan for plus frames.
Oh, but a nice back throw there. Yata getting the cross up. Yeah, getting thrown by Slayer is like one of the scariest positions to be in this game.
Yo, we commit with the Fujin though to get the side swap. I don't want to deal with this. Nice block on the burst with the close slash conversion.
Overhead there is going to be able to connect. Going for the spin, getting the anti-air 5P as well. This is such a good round for Scissors.
Punch, trying to sneak a throw, but we got the backdash and the slash here. The palms of doom.
Oh, too early there on the power bunker. Might have actually connected too.
The movement from Yata, it might be a little bit too much. We're moving too close to the sun right now. Slow down.
All Slayer players want to do is just dash mix you up on wake up. They've been doing it for like 20 years now.
Is it like if you guys stop moving, you die, like that Jason Statham movie?
Pretty much.
Okay.
If we block, we die, actually.
Oh, that's awful. Imagine.
Oh, RC. Nice! Again, the call-outs on the hop have been fantastic from Yata.
Tossed. Good air throw here. Scissors trying to lock it down, but the YRC stops it. Look at these jumps every time. Yo, Scissors has solved this matchup.
Yeah, Spin is actually very good in this matchup. Spin is good at dealing with pretty much every single dandy step follow-up, and good at dealing with things like that 2H, right?
It's not even just the spin. We're jumping away off of every single time we see dandy step. It's that jump, like the navigation, the decision-making from Scissors to try to challenge back against Yata.
Yeah,
Most
the
people get
worst
overwhelmed by it.
The worst that can happen if you try to jump out of dandy step is that you block an it's late, as long as you don't press and get counter hit. But if you block an it's late, you just get dropped right back down in front of them. But that's the thing, it negates the mix-up, right? It negates Master's Hammer, it negates pile bunker cross-up, it negates bump ahead. All you have to worry about is that one move, it's late.
Dance calls out the hunch. Jeez, the chase with the Fujit. No, backdashing away. Tries to sneak in the throw and still gets a Ko.
Gonna get the wall break too. Scissors, full burst, full life. About to be full meter. Dame. Set point. Okay, I'm the entire 5E, bro.
At least it wasn't on the backside like Unika.
Oh, but the 5D is gonna connect.
That was huge because we still had the follow-up here from Birdsen. The whip punish? I love my neutral here from Scissors right now. Come on now.
Oh no, and that's not it! That's right, Slayer does have decent guts. And a
6B?
Yeah, 6P. I was gonna say a lead's not a lead against Slayer, but when all you gotta do is let one 6P rip. I think that was the first 6P in the set too, honestly.
To interrupt a hunch? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely to interrupt a hunch.
Indeed. Yes, indeed. Let's see. So SauceQue, of course, showing back up on the Sin. Look at Millia Rage from ICDS.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
R/ right off the bat. This is another interesting matchup, right? Because I think Sin actually has some pretty decent air buttons. He can chase Millia up to the skies if he really wants to.
Yeah. Air chase. Wait, are you about to? I thought we were about to get a shatter back in return here, but it was going to be significantly less damage because, oh, Millia.
Uh-oh, but here we go into the knockdown. I like trying to bait out a reversal there, right? SauceQue was sitting on 100 tension, had access to either DP or wake up RTL, so ICDS was just patient.
Let's pick up.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Six Black Heaven's Guns? That's pretty choice. Are we trying to put that far slash?
2K, but no follow-up here. You just kind of let it rock.
Lean throw, though. Same side on the JH. Gonna get the knockdown with Hair Car. The Iron Savior.
Two shot. Ooh, a little early there. It's been some misinputs across the board. It's been on a Sin match, no less, too. Like, both times we've seen those.
Gotta be a little careful. Making any mistakes against a character as explosive as Sin is deadly. But nice winger for the reversal. Get off me.
RC, of course. Or RC burst. I meant burst, chat. I'm sorry.
Oh, this close slash hitting at just the tip. Reach for the stars. ICDS up game 1.
What does ICDS stand for?
I have no clue. I see dead sins.
Well, that's not how you spell C. I can't.
Huh?
I can't dive slow.
I mean, she do be diving fast. But now, let's
Jesus,
see.
MFCR.
She do dive fast, too.
All right, several of you said it, so no. No way. It's got to be real if several of you said it.
That's, I'm not going to read that out loud. But there we go. Close slash. Nice. Gets the burst immediately.
Bursting out here.
Yeah, well, you know what, Brandon? I'm not tall.
Let me at least say it on the in-betweens, all right? I'm not going to put it on the VOD. Chat, if someone donates $20, let's say it. I have a low bar.
Oh, I like using the J2K there to fling yourself out of harm's way after the cross-up. That was a really interesting utilization of that move.
Nice block on the hoof stomp. Get the compelled. Nice, Artemis. Still get the bat moon to open up here. Not enough to get our kill. You're doing a touch away.
Both of them. Oh, goes to the backdash into the 2P, trying to be low committal. Wow, what a trade there with the hair car. Oh, you're dead. Great bait on the YRC.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
JP. All right, let's get a little bit of space here with at least one ring. Wow, quick cancel off the low L cut right there. Not going to open up on ICDS.
.5H, canceling the first hit of 5H into the hoof stomp. Just too far away from the beak driver, keeps trying to poke.
Whoop. Yo, Artemis is the same side though, thank God.
That hitbox was so weird on Artemis.
It looked like, I think, honestly, it was just Sin was too tall.
Oh, and nice with the overhead. Might have been, actually. But SauceQue gonna be able to secure a round here.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Far slash does connect here as we get closer. Tries to hit connect with the low, but the compel out of the corner. EC.
Call me EC with the $20 in the matcherino. Thank you for the support.
Oh, man, give me a minute.
You gotta build yourself up for it? That's crazy.
No, I
one
said do it on the
shake raise to win.
in-between.
What, you afraid to say it on air?
Daisuke's watching. I don't want Daisuke. Daisuke thinks highly of me sometimes.
Say it, Zero.
Say what?
Say the thing.
I cried during sex. Jumps off the setup here.
That's very brave of you, Zero. Very brave of you to say that.
I'm so brave.
Jumping straight into
$20.
game number 3. Clip that. All right, 5K is going to whip right off the bat. That compel hitbox actually not catching SauceQue. Oh, yep.
What is
blowing
close
up
slash?
the
Hold on.
You know,
nice beak
what
drop.
would be
The delay
legend-
beak dropper too.
Oh, yep. Burst out of the super.
It is. Air's hard. Keeps driving. You cried during salsa? Salsa's a beautiful dance.
Didn't go for the super there. Actually went for another mix-up and is able to secure the round anyway.
Yo, run up throw here.
Nice. JH going to be able to connect.
Here, Tyrant Barrel.
Wow! That is a chunk of damage.
I mean, unfortunately, Millia, right? Put together like paper mache. About to fall apart like it.
Great confirm there. 5P, 6P into the Tyrant Barrel. Both these players have just been neck and neck, but Sasuke with the edge on burst at the moment.
Nice JP. Just deny that approach. This is kind of the play, right? You want to deny the aerial superiority of Millia. But ICDS does find the escape. Counter hit.
And through the wall, very clean. Sasuke, the dominate lead, catching the backdash, but there's the burst.
Oh my god. That boom, we got the close slash.
2K2D, set up the heavy disc, gets in the corner with the JH, takes out as well.
Shatter here. iCry fighting for their life.
Oh, 5P.
Oh my god!
Wow, what a fall there with the JH. ICDS taking the lead here. You know, chat, y'all remember Jack Ingoff versus Mike Oxlong? We need the sequel to that. We need I Cry During Sex versus Gay Sex Legend. We can make that happen.
How can we make that happen? Wouldn't they have to just run into each other in a bracket?
Yeah, I mean, we can align the stars. You know what I'm saying?
You just want to be like, seeding be damned? I'm just gonna make the fight round one.
We can will it into existence.
I say we rig the bracket. I agree.
That's crazy. Oh, nice pick up there from Sasuke.
Woo! Artemis looking foul out here.
Oh, right now, though, this Tyrant Barrel looking foul, doing so much damage to Millia. And there's the throw. Sasuke trying to take this all the way to a game 5-0.
See if the sauce has enough to survive. Oh, no. You know what? It could be I cried during sets. Could be it.
I mean, if Sasuke's able to bring this back, they are going to be crying during this set. Dash up with a 2K.
Whoop.
That was
JP here. Beautiful close slash. That's a force of the JP not connecting.
Set up the disc, stays same side with a late air dash, but missed the pickup with the close slash. Really unfortunate.
What a jump! Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I really like Sasuke going to the air a lot more to try and challenge ICDS.
Yeah.
We've said it at the top of the set that Sin has pretty good air buttons, right? And can definitely challenge Millia in the skies. And what you want to do is you want to keep Millia grounded. And a way to do that is to just chase her up to the air and make sure she can't have that air superiority.
Let's get into this final game here. 2-all in the set. And it's so crucial, like to try to steal away options, offensive layers from your opponent. And that's exactly what Sasuke is doing, denying it. We take to the skies immediately, though. Sky high on this one. EP.
I like the frame kill with the 5P. Going for it again. Woo! Tricky there with the JD feint.
One touch. 6B is the round.
Oh, nice cross up. There's the burst immediately.
The spin on things here. We'll see if ICDS can carry to the corner. Does get close slash. The shattered. No, don't you. I see why you actually cry, bro.
Bro, just flying around the sky right now with these fast falls. /RC. Clean work. Gets the pickup. Final game, final round with a perfect.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
About to have burst. There's the counter hit. Deep B from SauceQue. All out of calories right now. So wasn't able to keep that pressure extended. ICDS taking advantage of it. Iron Barrel still doing a absolute grip. This is going to be a difficult comeback now for ICDS. Burst spent. But are they spent? Yeah, they don't want to approach, right? Don't want to be risky.
Want to jump in. Yeah, not much we can do at that point here. Again, it was that full screen distance. You could deny a lot of the routing that we could have taken here. And just like that, SauceQue coming out on top. One bracket a day.
Every day.
We have 4 extra games to add to the lineup, y'all.
All right, we're jumping right into it. Top 48 classified versus Kaneda as Call Me EC comes through with the $5 into the match arena. Saying claim these codes for Zero and King Job Hair. That's crazy. Thank you.
Zasin. And King Job Hair. Look at this. RC classified. Kaneda!
Classified making a very, very strong run, able to make it to top 8 of CEO just a couple weeks ago. Definitely one of the premier Giovanna players out there. Nice just defend on the land.
Closing the gap here. 5K to RC. After our throw. Nice finish. DP ender.
Classified just so patient, so consistent here. We've seen a lot of Sin on the screen as well. Definitely a character gaining some popularity. Able to win combo breaker.
Ooh, so true. Yeah, I mean, I feel like an anime does a lot for a main character, you know.
That's true. He is the main character now. Kind of crazy. There's the wall break. Positive bonus now for Classified. It's still plenty of health to go around.
Man, I hate that you said that because now there's a very real possibility that there's no soul in the next guilty gear. It's just Sin.
It's all right. Soul be in it, bro. He did a lot of fighting. Oh, that is going to hit. Wake up super, blowing up the close slash. 100 tension means we close out the game.
All right.
Chat saying Celestial is just Sin and Anji. What a nightmare.
Oh, actually, now that you mention it, there's been a lot of Anjis. A lot of Anjis.
Anji's just gotten more popular as the game has gone on because he's gotten better and better. But Sin, this character, started off okay, got crazy good, and then got nerfed to being very good. So, still definitely up there.
5K staggered. Nice 2K 2D to interrupt. Small delay here. Is that Ride the Lightning corner carry?
Oh, nice.
Stop.
Canceling the first hit of 2H into Hoof Stomp. I like that a lot.
Makes it very tricky. What a challenge with the 5H. That is so unfortunate. We got a little bit too far on the 5K dash momentum there.
Trying to find these whiff punishes too. There's the BRC, able to get it with the JP. Not quite enough to close it out. If we had super, but not enough tension.
5K. Fastest 5K in the West. Not really, but it's still pretty fast. Second fastest.
That honor belongs to Chip. Oh, nice cross up though with the JK. DP's right on out. Again, just going for that close slash. Gonna get the back throw to take charge of the corner.
Oh, full burst. And 6B is a safe bet against Geo on that approach. The only thing that would have stopped it would have been like a close slash coming from Classified. But 6P would have been active by that point. Super for the shatter.
Should be enough with the super here for sure. Spinning dog kick. Classified up 2-0 here in this top 48 winners, Zero.
Look at that. Strong case to break out beyond into this top 8 potential.
I mean, again, it'd be no surprise at all to see Classified make it into top 8 on the winner's side. He was able to make it into top 8 of CEO, which was a stacked bracket as well.
Yeah, if Classified takes this W, they'll be going up against either Scam, Bellini, or He-Ho. They're competing right now in the background.
I like to see.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Okay, starting to incorporate a little bit more 2K action here, Kaneda. We've seen this matchup before already on stream, right? Giovanna versus Sin. And 2K was the moneymaker button.
Great interrupts though. JD calls out the burst.
Oh wait, it was Giovanna versus Soul, but you know what? Same thing.
Yeah. I was
See,
trying to
there's
rack
the
my
tire
brain.
rate.
I was like, I don't know, man. Like, I
Look,
think
there's
you're
the tire
right.
rate. It's the exact same thing.
That's goldfish memory kicking in. I got you.
Oh, actually catching with the raw close slash into 2H, and that's going to be a quick round.
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
She's dash up. 5K interrupt. A little bit of room. Interrupt with the 2K on the approach. Big, heavy counter.
Still able to land the spinning dog kick as well for that hard knockdown. Safe jump option. Shutting down that DP altogether. But nice dash under into the bar slash. Tyrant barrel to immediately take back the momentum.
We do have the meter to cancel for safety. Ooh. Still able to come out on top of the trade. Backdash away. Smart play from Classified. Quick thinking.
Interesting too, Classified went for a pretty late PRC, possibly trying to get Kaneda to press, right? Wanted to get that that frame trap there with the close slash.
I was very surprised. I was scared. I thought like, oh, I guess Classified's gonna take the punishment, which would have been bizarre. 5K 6P. The 5P shatter.
Oh no, ran right into that 2D. Such a difficult hitbox. Hold up, RTL, ride the lightning. Gotta watch out though, Classified about to be at 100 tension. Just wake up super, that's a block and a punish. Make it hurt.
I wonder if we thought we were gonna get just enough meter here for the 100. Or maybe thought that Kaneda would challenge anyway since there was only 50%. We've shown that we'll show the super at 100, but for 50, not so much.
Not a bad burst bait there either from Kaneda, able to finally put a game on the board here against Classified. I mean, damned if you do, damned if you don't situation, right? Classified, you gotta spend it, see what happens. You don't want to die with burst on the table.
Right, 2-1 lead still in favor of Classified here.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Driver already got that guard crush for corner. Tries to survive and look because he put in that FD, not able to stand block, and the burst gets called out. This might be a snowball effect here. Ya might be getting guilty geared.
Oh man, the IBFD not gonna keep you out of the range of Sin. He can immediately close the gap.
There's our flip. We're safe after it here. Unless, of course, Kaneda would go for an anti-air on the flip here, but was not quite ready for it. Hard knockdown, turn the favor.
Oh, safe jump is going to connect. Hold up. I think you're alive.
Yeah, you're
okay, yeah, just barely.
Yep, safe, we're good, but watch out for the meter. It's an RC.
Oh, not safe enough, Zero. The YRC challenging back. Nice. That was a beautiful jump out there from Kaneda. Oh! With the dash up OTG 0 set point.
IB, what a call out. See? Those small gaps.
Again with the IBFD, but unfortunately didn't dash in deep enough to get the whiff punish. Does get the cross up there, though, with the JK.
Easy jump out here for Gio. 2-4K does get blocked. And block on the blur, but still going to get that far slash open.
Okay. Yeah, no hard knockdown, but the positive bonus is a sweet enough reward.
Whoa! Oh,
Or slash punish? That was kind of strange, but Classified coming out on top with a clutch throw there at the end, 0. Even stronger, right? So definitely love Nago in this season of the game. I think they finally found out what they wanted this character to be since the start. And it's basically an anime Samurai Showdown character. We're letting the intros rock too. He's so cool.
So menacing in this color. Wait.
Bro, he's so cool. Millia's alright too.
But
I'm
this
not
is intimidated by this. Like, Millia out here looking like Carmen Sandiego. Nagoriyuki looking like somebody that will destroy me with a single slash.
Hey, I mean, we're going to be asking where in the world is Millia if she gets hit by that 2H, though. Millia goes for the Artemis. This is the quintessential fly versus fly swatter match. Millia flying around the screen. Got to watch out for that big katana.
Honestly, I got to give appreciation. That's MSU colors, Nagoriyuki.
Oh, bro!
Oh my god.
I thought we were going to go for RC into another 6H.
Yo,
I don't know if that would have connected, though.
here we go, winger.
Worst super in the game. But hey, it gets the hard knockdown.
You heard the baseball bat? I heard the home run connect too.
Yo, good music choice. I don't know who picked this one, but the ship, that's a banger.
Well, it will be player one.
So Jikh with the deep cut. All right, 2K2D. This is such a stressful matchup for Millia because it is death by 1,000 cuts against Nago, right? Nago, of course, takes a lot of damage when he's in level 3 blood, but still not as much damage. Millia's not going to be able to output as much damage against level 3 blood Nago as Nago can output against her with a single hit. Yeah.
Nice. She's going to connect with the counter hit.
Yeah, you got to burst there. That 5H would have been brutal, and there it is. The blood pop. Jikh able to take game number 1.
You know, Steven, you joke about Rock'em Sock'em Robots, but remember the PS2 Arena Fighter Rock'em Sock'em Robots? It's real. One day, it'll be at Mystery Tournament.
You're just praying.
Man, when I wowed Dave Lang with my knowledge of Holocene, it's a sidebar story, but man, don't test me on game lore. Anyways, BSUs.
All right.
Slash, nice counter hit, launch it.
Going for the RC there, too, is nice. Didn't need to, but wanted to do it just in case Jikh thought about bursting to cover the option. All right.
Jikh makes his comeback. It's over.
You got to mix for your life. Mix it up, woman.
No.
What a challenge on the 5D.
Yo, not like this. Test your luck, not like this.
Hold on. Hold on. It's not over yet. That is a knockdown, though, which means another mix. Wake up burst. Test wants this.
Oh, God. Test your luck.
I know that projectile goes through everything, but it ain't going through supers. Oh, gold burst. Huge now. All this meter. I like that Jikh isn't going in, just buying time to wait for the meter to build up. Now has that RC available. Full tension. Crazy damage there, too. One more mix is going to be able to decide it. Should be able to super off of this. Doesn't even need to. That was just clean.
That's so devastating to be literally a touch away from victory. And Jikh just clutches. Another day at the office there for Millia players, though.
I was about to say, yeah, to be a Millia player, you have to have the clutch factor. You have to have the clutch factor in order to survive on this character for this long.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Millia players, they like the struggle. All right?
That's so true.
They need to get their ass beat to feel alive.
Wait, what?
All right, 6P. Able to get the Bad Moon RC. Ooh, wow. Immediately with the JD there from Test. Had the right call out.
Looking at the low after the hair car, expecting a high, right? Because traditionally it's hair car, high mids.
Yep. That's what you normally see. And now set point here for Jikh. TestYourLuck, able to bait out the burst, get the triple slash. One thing is that TestYourLuck has not been able to land a single BSU.
Oh, we got one. That was game 2, we got one.
Oh, you're right. A single BSU, but still, though, like, that is such an important part to the way that Test plays this character, right?
Absolutely. Oh, wait, got that back dash? Yeah, because we're... Generally, TestYourLuck will... What?
Yeah, TestYourLuck likes to build up that gauge a lot, that blood gauge, and then kind of cash out right before they're going to pop with a BSU. Like that, to immediately get the party started. 2 bites. Remember that summer when every time Nago bit someone, they said it was Morbin time?
No, actually.
Oh!
No. I'm
like
blocking that memory
backdash.
out. That you can't. I'm rewriting history. That didn't happen.
Whoa, that RC on the hair car, though, trying to go for the anti-air. Scary trade.
Slash serious here. Just a little room with the FD. Hang time with JD, trying to make a preemptive call out here against Jikh. Nice. Yo. All right, you got it, bro. You got it. 6P and a DP.
Insane interaction there. TestYourLuck clashing with the Artemis 0.
Off of 6P?
Yeah, that was something else.
The quick thinking.
Mankind knew that they can. Duel 1.
Now it all comes down to this, huh? Jikh up 2-1 right now. Test really needs to lock in to make this reverse 3-0 a reality.
Ooh,
that's a good start
for the dust. Yeah, we'll take the 6H, but sticks up with the throw. Nice. Rage combo.
Pop. Oh, no!
TestYourLuck, you had gravity scaling there. Come on now. Oh, thank God, 2P. Not gonna let you get away with me here. I got the 5Ps on lock.
That
you don't
was...
want to repeat a game 2.
Yeah, that was scary. That was a scary drop there, but Test able to lock it in. Catching the backdash there with the close slash. Or the jump. Another blood pop. Oh, yeah. You gotta go for either the 5K or the 5P there, right? That's the more consistent option.
And ultimately, Jikh making the smart decision to not move. There was 50% meter on TestYourLuck right there. That super would have obliterated Millia Rage.
JD sending you right back to the corner.
Come on now.
Oh, the immediate burst. Smart play there. We are spending this meter. Fast RCs out the wazoo. There's the JH. Set point once again.
Propel the top rope.
Blocking backdash, trying to call out the IAD again. TestYourLuck is really fishing for these JD counter hits, and it's just not working out the way he's imagining. We're driving on the freeway.
Hair car low, like that works 90% of the time here for Jikh. Except for this one, we go high. Keep you guessing, Jikh 3-1.
Useful or limited, but I think this is one of them.
Yeah, this will certainly help out a little bit on your mix potential. You got to worry about back turn stance, some of the command grabs that could potentially come through. We'll see if that happens to play, but MacMens already with a strong 2S start.
Ooh, but nice. Suicune slowly but surely just pushing their way in.
Nice. Let's get RC Ko to carry. Does not want to get shattered. Nice play with the heavy, but wow, Midare interrupts the close slash. Very interesting.
Yeah, you whiff, immediately go for the spin to negate the whiff punish attempt. Again, just spinning right into Suicune's face. Suicune is going to have to start going for a lot more throw options here. MacMens just wants to keep spinning. Tries to.
2S again. MacMens able to draw first blood. Nice flash kick.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult to steal turns back with the fan toss in this matchup, though, because flash kick is just such an easy option, right?
Yeah, that's so helpful to kind of snipe out between those pressure strings coming from Anji. Characters with DPs like that are just going to go-tos to interrupt that strike throw pressure.
Great defense here from Suicune so far. Love the backdash immediately into the 5K moving before, but does get tossed.
Whoa! Providence burn!
Oh, caught him too. That freeze frame on the dashboard was crazy. But hey, no harm, no foul. MacMens immediately going to be able to take game number 1. I like the idea there from Suicune, though. That was a good call out.
Yeah. Unfortunate we did get the shatter, but man, oh man.
I can't believe that didn't shatter, to be honest. It just like spiked MacMens immediately into the ground.
What if it was because of the Fujin interaction? Like, I wonder if we were kind of airborne for that. I don't know, because
I don't know. Yeah, that was just a very bizarre interaction altogether. Either way, though, MacMens definitely happy they didn't get sent through the wall, right? That would have been devastating if Suicune was able to get a positive bonus there.
Nice flash. Turbulence. Burst away. Needs a little bit of breathing room. Does block the side swap, but opens up to the back turn slash. Patience though. MacMens with a tall order against Suicune.
Yeah, but there we go. Clip by the overhead. Dominating round for Suicune. You know, it named Suicune, but honestly, Leo looks more like NK. You know, for being real.
Well, I mean, it could be what that alternate version of Suicune from which generation?
Does Suicune have a mega form, bro? I don't know.
No, not a mega.
Gen
There's
5
like
is the extent of my knowledge.
There's, you know, they got that alternate form of Zapdos from the Galar region. Little slash. Stagger pressure. Walking Wake from Gen 9, thank you.
I've never heard of that in my life. Oh, there we go.
To Area 0. You gotta go to Area 0. Woo! Called out the parry. Yo, I read Paradox for him. I'm so sorry. The parry. Nice launch. Corner does get the shatter. Actually gonna get our kill.
And there we go. Tied up 1-1. And I just looked up this Walking Wake. Bro, that's just a Velociraptor.
There's no hook claw. So, no. It's a Carnotaurus.
You know what? Sure. Sure, Zero.
Obviously.
I will say Walking Wake is kind of a hard-ass name, though. Not gonna lie.
Kind of looks like Leo. It has a mane.
Duel 1.
And it's got 2 tails. Leo has 2 swords.
Entei's got a main too, bro. Oh, here we go, jumping right into it. I love the patience. Suicune just willing to be so patient, though that 2D is going to get blown up. You do need meter in order to keep that safe. What they did to Raikou. What's Raikou called in Gen 9, chat? I'll look it up right now. All right, far slash into the Fujin. FD to push out a little bit. We are really poking at far range here. Just the tip of those far slashes.
Go for the stances, though. Does at least get our shatter. Max range on the flash kick. Stagger pressure and another one. Good stance for our shadow. In a minute. I mean, look at all these resources that MacMens has. No burst this round. We're too close to the next one here.
All right, ID in over the butterfly. Nice with the heavy flash kick. OTG with the 2D as well. Good spacing here. I think the way that Suicune likes to play patient, this is the perfect position to be in. Oh, it would be.
Oh my goodness. Counter hit there. Interacting with the heavy fireball just to get the dodge.
Oh, 5D. Just trying to check with the 2P as well. Again, throwing out the butterfly, trying to keep Suicune honest, but Suicune is sitting on 100 tension. Didn't spend any of it, Zero. Not an RC, not a YRC, nothing. Just dies with it still on the table.
Suicune was just looking for any opportunity for a swift strike and just, look, the true reversal of all Anji players. 2P, shutting it down.
Swift strike. So
Yeah.
Also, so Raikou is Raging Bolt. We looked at.
Yeah, with the ridiculously long neck.
What in the... Y'all play this shit? What is this?
Now listen here. Like, when it runs, I imagine its head just snaps backward. Like, it can't hold its head up, so it's just, like, swaying in the wind. Long neck things are strange.
What did they do to him, bro? Okay. Enough of that. We're still in this. Fujin gonna be able to blow up the back turn stance.
That's quite a snapshot of Fujin there. No time for Suicune to try to parry. And toss here. Not close enough for a flash kick. Nice. Continue the pressure, avoiding the bird.
Just trying to poke out with that 2P. Finally finds the mark. Overhead's gonna connect. Just goes for the 5H there. Doesn't actually rush in. Still not enough to secure the kill, though. Didn't have enough tension. But MacMens has set himself up in a good position here. Has burst, has a bunch of meter now. Even taking this, not going to be too crazy here.
Oh, yeah, there's our tech. Whoa! Very unfortunate burst spend here. I mean, it was the play if we would have connected with that low off of the Fujin. But even MacMens had a course correct, and it works out in MacMens' favor.
Now MacMens is sitting at set point 2 as well, with full burst and full life. Has Suicune locked down in the corner, actually blowing up the DP there with the fan toss.
Nice back turn 5K, a little bit of guard crush. You're holding on to that forever.
Oh no, whiff punish immediate burst though from MacMens. Trying to spin through. Almost got whiff punished on the Midare. That was kind of nasty.
Still has 50 meter into the tank here. Nice dance. Quick cancel to dodge the Midare.
Yeah, normally when people RC there, they get guard crushed right by the Midare. That was beautiful movement from Suicune. Oh, catch the backdash.
Block from low.
To the side swap. Still 50 tension here for MacMens. They just can't get hit.
Just keep sending fireballs. Guard point not going to work. The red RC. Oh my goodness. I think we tried to let go of guard point too early because that should have worked and saved out for Suicune. But MacMens continued to press the issue.
Insane, bro. Insane. Imagine that. Never fade away with Daisuke. Holy hell. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what they're going to do with Lucy, but I'm also excited for this top 48 match as well, Zero.
Yes, indeed. Scambellini up against... Oh, man. I don't like this matchup for Gio, but it's classified. We'll see how he do. Delayed to a 4K. Does get the counter hit. That's right. David Martinez is not dead. David Martinez is actually in an anime show called The Appraiser is the Weakest Ability or whatever, and he actually is strong. So, anyways.
Well, that's a strong 2D. Unfortunately, just a little too far away to pick up with the DP. Oh, point blank stun dipper. Checking those ankles and keeping you honest.
Sneak in with that 2K. They're still backdashing away from Akai, though, on far slash.
Oh, deflect shield. Still not going to be able to keep classified out, but the stun dipper is going to take the round.
Slash. Ooh, sneak up with the 2K. Calling out the burst, knowing darn well you're going to press the ejection seat. Slash. Trying to slide with the stun dipper here. 5K with the interrupt and wanted one more dash to get the throw. It's not going to work.
Stun edge. Nice into the DP. Clean work there from Scambellini. Oh man, chat talking about Lucy, the possibility of Lucy's arcade mode. I didn't even think about that, but off rip, it should be her trying to get Eno to send her back in time and having to learn to accept loss. That should be what it is. But now we're gonna jump into classified versus Scambellini game 2.
I'm just trying to remember all the happy times, bro, and you keep bringing up all the sad times.
It's happy times right now, though, between these two. About to be hard times for one of these players, though.
Ooh, trying to interrupt the jump out here, JP. Nice IB.
Still locked down in the corner, not where you want to be against classified Giovanna. Dash up for the throw. Into the OTG, of course.
Oh, jeez. JP could get pushed out here with the guard cancel, still closing the gap. And thank you, Marvello, for the raid. We greatly appreciate it.
Running right into the far slash. There's the RC. Heavy stun edge. Gonna get the DP. Absolutely. Coast to coast.
That 2K is backing away from far slash. Interesting. Maybe expecting a reversal DP, which is a fair assumption because of the staggers that aren't required to really make Giovanna effect. There it is!
Oh, yep. Was buying time and still able to sniff it out, Zero.
Super? No, just wants a hard knockdown. Take it.
The way the classified is playing around DP right now is master class. Is still going to get caught, though, by the stun dipper.
Quite enough to get the corner shatter. Burst. Actually, full conversion thanks to the shock state. We go into the dragon install.
Ready or not. Hard knockdown. Oh. Unfortunate. It's all hype moments and aura, but doesn't always translate to victory.
Say the thing, jobber.
Dragon install into lose.
Yay!
Fudrayark though for the plus frames off the shock state.
So close. Oh, wow, denying the approach with a quick dash up 2K. The corner carry off this just kept it short because he wouldn't get the hard knockdown. Big counter hit off the heavy.
That was a double shimmy too.
Yo.
Gambellini getting blown up now with the spinning dog kick. Not quite enough to secure the kill though.
Oh, safe. We're safe. Oh no! Still fall for the throw. Classified. Gonna get bodied for that one.
Classified almost got burst back in time. Just not enough to burst the DP. Sad. But with that, Gambellini is going to go up 2-0 now. What a lead.
I don't like this matchup for Gio. It's really annoying.
It
The
seems
range,
like it.
It's the range on Far Slash. You also have Stun Dipper to really chase down against Giovanna when she tries to make that escape. Seeing a lot of that backdash movement really get called out by the far-reaching normals of Kai. That coupled with like being locked down by Fudrayark, so you don't have a true reversal outside of your super. Like, it is resource intensive to take the top of this match.
Speaking of resources, though, both of them spending them very early. Gambellini spending it to be a little bit more aggressive, though, there with the Wild Assault. It's going to pay off with a positive bonus. Oh, this is going to hurt. You're dead, right? Yeah.
Nice. Pick up with the Vapor Thrust, the new sauce of Kai Kiske, of course. See, Far Slash, you can 6P that, but because the 6P changes, it changes drastically in terms of risk.
And trying to go for those whiff punish options there too, backing up, dashing in with the Far Slash. Waited just a little too long to bait out the burst.
Ooh! Got the 5P. Beautiful conversion. Get that side swap after. Well done here for Classified to guarantee the corner.
Beautiful DP though. Gambellini trying to fight back out.
Nice jump navigation. That's for the safety net. It's not for the hit. It's just to remain safe.
And it's +4-2. So Classified staying on top of Gambellini and getting the round as well with that JP.
That was a little scary right there at the second jump. Once we got IBFD'd out. Actually, I think it was just an FD, honestly. I didn't see the just block pop up.
Oh, round kick is going to connect. Fast RC there. Into the fully charged 5D to break the wall. Classified trying to get something on the board. But the burst is going to put Classified into the corner. Woo! Woo! Okay, crazy scramble there, but Classified coming out on top. Gambellini really gambled it all in that DP, just whiffing against Classified's 2H.
Not the first time that Scam has done that. We've seen a couple of those 2Hs just kind of whiff entirely, and Gambellini still felt like they could DP it, but the hurt box is not anywhere near that range.
Oh, sir.
Man. Duel 1.
Here we go, Classified. Finally getting a little bit of momentum here. Just needs to carry that into this game 4. Gambellini so willing to just spend the Wild Assault right off the bat, trying to push Classified into that corner to get locked down.
Lift off here. Wants to rebuild on that burst gauge. Immediately hard knockdown to maintain our offense.
IBFD into the Far Slash.
Gotta be careful and recognize those defensive options available to Gambellini.
Especially since he's so consistent at them too. DPs on the spiral arrow. Yeah, you can't let Giovanna steal turns, right?
Oh, that's the thing of it, right? Because we see so often that Geos will kind of go for that drill because it's safe, right? You still maintain your turn. Unfortunately, that is not the case here. You can still go for 6P interrupts. You can go for DP interrupts.
Yeah, that's the thing. The drill and the flip kick are, you do have gaps, but they're plus. They're plus on block. You have to look out for the roundhouse kick. But Gambellini doesn't have to look out for anything. Only looking for victory. 1 round away. Shouts to CMJ as well with the resub. Appreciate you and welcome back.
Here's the close slash, quick dash cancel to get the pickup 2K.
That was interesting. You said deflect shield, right? Because it was hitting the projectile, still sent Scambolini back and prevented that mix-up.
Yeah, but I mean, you're still between a rock and a hard place. You're trying to FD for your life. The IV works. You got the meter, but the dash up delay 2H should be the counter hit. And shatter? No, not necessary. 5K pickup, baby. That is a round. Scambolini will take it. MacMens DomiWurld. Donut said Scam's the only Kai that wrote up 2H and it works. Dog, like, Kais do all sorts of malarkey that just work. They run up, throw, it works. Like, what's up with that?
Just don't press, bro. Just don't press.
Oh, I see. In a game that you have to press 5P.
MacMens to DomiWurld, kicking things off. You saw that great IBFD to push back. DomiWurld already down on burst. Spent it early to try and get that early momentum, but still ended up losing it.
We talk about Danny's dust, but remember Stealthy's dust? Nice low. Not quite getting the full corner conversion yet.
Oh, close slash 6K.
Very good. Patience. The parry works out. MacMen's going to get some breathing room here.
First parry super of the night here for all the Anjis that we've seen on the stream. And that's going to be able to... No, not wall splat. That's got to feel bad for MacMens. Okay, never mind. Still feels good.
He's finally finding the mark on that parry super. We've seen a couple of them stick out there, but many have been punished. Not able to get those full conversions here. Whoa! Close slash wasn't active there. Unfortunate. Still able to get the throw. DP out. Domi gonna challenge with that 6K. The 50-cent contribution, we did it. Kanai Brooks, thank you so much.
Talking about. Oh, gets hit by the low. Nice pick up there with the 5K. DP's right on out. But doesn't really have any tension to do a whole lot. And up against MacMens super. That's going to be the end of game one. Again, MacMens is just so good at kind of leashing these sins, right? Not allowing them to wild out like they want to.
True, actually. But I mean, when you have something like dance and parry to keep those sins honest, those are pretty good safety nets here. And we kind of saw that come into play earlier against Leo, right? Like that kind of changes the tide. Of course, we did still see MacMens come out on top in that matchup. Wow. Slows the aggression. I think that's critical of the playstyle of Anji. Terrachrome with the $1 contribution, said donating for 2. Oh, well, congrats on your pregnancy.
That's crazy. Oh, and a crazy super there. Still not enough to kill. Remember, Anji does have those Japanese guts. Definitely a tanky boy, which is another thing that makes him a strong character, but the throw is going to be enough to close it out.
Yo, Kanai with that $10 contribution to the match arena. Thank you so much.
Let's keep the ball rolling. Keep the contributions coming. We just hit $100.69 as DomiWurld sends MacMens through the glass. Oh, the burst. You're dead. Tyrant Barrel.
Right.
World finally.
No, I would argue
big way.
You might be so close to buying a whole new PC, but you're not gonna be able to play anything when you buy your PC, right? So you gotta buy the games now.
True though. Actually, you just reminded me. Once this bracket ends, I need to buy Final Fantasy X. I've never played that game, so.
Oh, sick! Yeah. Also, Guilty Gear Strive is $20 right now.
Oh, hey, that's a good deal.
You can get the Blazing Edition for 20% off too. So.
The one thing that made me go, maybe I should play this game for Final Fantasy X was the dude with the big sword, and he keeps like, he's got the glasses, the round glasses. I don't even know his name.
His name's
I
Orin.
guess. He's so cool that I was like, I gotta play this game now.
I guess. You know what? I wish he was voiced by Billy Bob Thornton. He looks like Billy Bob Thornton.
That's crazy.
Anyway.
Oh,
Shattered.
through the wall. Damn, that's a good amount of damage. And that's going to be the round. A quick round there. Oh, drops a 5D.
Wow.
Okay, hold on.
Wow. Wow.
Chance. Never mind.
Oh.
I was right, Zero. It just took a couple extra steps.
2P. You know who's not good on a team? Kamari.
I don't know any of these characters, bro. All I know is
You're gonna
Titus.
find-
That's it.
You're gonna find out
Titus, or
Kamari's
whatever he's called.
useless. Kamari, the worst thing to join Final Fantasy X.
Jesus. Oh my god. That 2S though. One of the best buttons in Sin's arsenal.
Woo! Not close enough for the throw, but the 2S is a brilliant call here for MacMens. Not quite getting the carry. That's just dropped out.
Oh! Wow, looks like we caught the backdash there at MacMens. Massive pickup for DomiWurld.
Far slash. Yo.
Yeah. Secure
Wait a
around.
minute.
And chat, I didn't even know Final Fantasy X2 existed until I saw the bundle on Steam, so I figured it's probably trash. Don't worry, I'm not gonna play it.
What is no? Oh my God, no! Stop the stream!
There's the backdash. Oh, but Midare coming through.
We got to start playing
Whoa,
Final
whoa, whoa.
Fantasy X right now. That's it.
Low slash trying to go for the 6K just a little too early. Look, I never played it. Chat just told me not to play it. I don't know anything about Final Fantasy X other than the Titus laugh, okay? That's it. Oh, trying to go for the Fujin in. Able to get the overhead for the knockdown. And there we go. Nice close slash. Okay, I'll play it. Play it.
I can't believe you. Don't you like K-pop?
K-pop's okay, yeah.
When you like Final Fantasy X too.
K-pop Demon Hunters is pretty good.
Turns out Final Fantasy X-2 was ahead of its time. It knew what you kids were going to get into. All right, so MacMens achieving victory for one more game here. Oh, wait a minute, hold on.
Wow, what
Hold on.
a running start here for DomiWurld now. Gets the 2S immediately and the burst out of MacMens.
Low. Expensive round start for MacMens. I don't think you're going to recoup your losses.
$6K for the plus frames there on the RC slowdown. 6K gonna connect again, baiting out the throw. DomiWurld trying to take this all the way to a game number 5.
US. The guard crush. Makes things a little wonky here for MacMens. And yes! IAD back will get the counter hit throw.
All right, that's fine. You take that throw. Coming mix up, sitting on 100 tension and full burst. DomiWurld is in a great position. You RC'd back into the 6P. That's crazy.
Wait a minute, counter hit here. Has the super.
It's at point now 0.
Our slash MacMens looking to try to close this out immediately. With this burst off the table, this is a big boon. Uh-oh.
Nasty burst bait. Gonna take a bite immediately. 5P. Didn't have any tension there. Ooh. Hard knockout scenario now. Big opportunity for DomiWurld. There it is.
Unbelievable. DomiWurld clutching it out.
We're getting that game 5. We wanted it. DomiWurld wanted it. And now we're going to decide who is going to move on to top 8 winners.
So close here. Oh, man. Sin just wants to join his father in winner side top 8.
Make it a whole Kiske family affair, huh?
No Unika. And no Dizzy.
Sadly.
Backing off here. Trying to jockey for position, but the quick elk hunt and once again the throw bait. Oh, man.
Yeah, it looks like the idea of slowing it down now for MacMens just isn't really working anymore, right? When it comes to just pound for pound with the pokes, DomiWurld is winning out with this far slash and this 2S consistently. Dumping it all. Now sitting with full burst going into set point.
Stomp. There's the toss. Yo, look. Domi is in MacMen's head. The fact that you have the it's so rude of you to stand over the corpse of MacMens as they're trying to stand up and you just 5P for nothing and jump away and they still try to throw. Like
that's kind of like
you're trying to fight demons and you are just beating them down.
4 for 4 on the IED back shimmy. It's been kind of nasty. And DomiWurld not going for the super. I think that was a misinput.
6P still connects.
They got 6H on the wall break, but the throw was going to do it 0. They have made it into top 8.
Yo. I don't know what happened.
And then just keep going. Doesn't matter what you get.
I got to watch Giovanna lose like well over $1,000.
That's crazy.
And that was not. I watched the soul leave.
Well, Soul's about to leave one of these players' bodies. An immediate burst there from Scambolini. Soul still intact. Okay. Immediate throw. Once you're blocking the gunshots, man, it just becomes a complete nightmare against the character. And in the hands of Jack, like, what's worse than a nightmare?
What's worse than a nightmare? Sleep paralysis, probably.
Jack is definitely my sleep paralysis demon on this Happy Chaos, bro.
You're not moving at all on this one. Definitely not moving at all.
All right, round start scenario. Jack just giving a lot of space here to Scambolini again. Just gets the gunshot immediately into the mix. Oh, 5P anti-air, bait out the burst. Jack in full effect. There's a 6S, get the positive bonus. Jumping out the close slash attempt, catching the toes with the 2K Deus Ex Machina. Game number 1 gonna be going to Jack, the Demon King. Not a bad start, if I say so myself.
Not a bad start at all. I mean, it's a pretty strong showcase. You're not Danny. Whoa. No one said that we were.
That's crazy, bro. Hey, Scambolini still one of the most consistent Kai players out there. So don't count him out. This is just the start. It's game number 1. There's still plenty of more games to go, and we've seen plenty of reverse 3-0s in Guilty Gear Strive. Not that it'll even get to that point.
Far slash to start with a very early Wild Assault spend. We want to maintain the corner. All right, wait a minute, Scam. That is definitely a Danny playbook right there, but we got to get the open. Concentration gone, so big opportunity with that wrist cranked up, but what a 5K.
Yeah, I was trying to go for that shimmy there, baiting out the throw, but one thing about Jack, this guy's defense is crazy. He is so difficult to open up that getting him to shimmy is going to be real difficult unless you condition him by throwing him a bunch first.
What? It's at 5K. Toss.
Yep. Stun edge again. This time goes for the empty jump low.
Ooh, Dre counter hit and quick conversion here with that RC.
Unfortunately, it means you're going back to neutral against Happy Chaos with a 50-meter. And that's a death sentence, man.
Couple hops here. Does get the open from the same side approach.
Having the success again. Get that positive bonus. It has been all Jack. Scambolini's been showing signs of life, but just has not been able to close out a round here, Zero.
My goodness, the JP right in the gunshot to make sure we get the carry for corner. Stagger though. Shimmy does steal back that turn, denies the RC attempt.
Yeah, but look at this. Jack is sitting on 5 bullets, 50 tension. This is just such a difficult comeback to make. And it's not going to happen. The fast fall with the not the J2K, excuse me. The taco there is going to allow Jack to get up 2-0.
Said the taco, but I know it's the name of the move. I'm like, man, what's this dude ordering food just to get the dub? That's crazy.
I know. Crazy.
Actually, I haven't had tacos from a taco spot in a while. Maybe I should go visit.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
All right,
Why
straight
did
to the
that
next
fight?
man. I'm craving a quesadilla, to be honest with you.
You know what? Everyone stop the tournament. We're going to get tacos.
Bro, did you see that whiff punish with the 5K? He just kicked his sword. He kicked the air next to his sword and punished him.
I caught the after image. Shatter here. Nice. J2K. Yeah, that was a pretty low J2K, actually. I'm surprised about that one.
Oh, just the gunshot immediately catching. That was a really sick conversion, too, but now out of focus. Not like that matters too much. Jack, just undeniable right now. Currently at set point, ready to 3-0 Scambolini.
Wild Assault. Still maintains close enough for that 2S.
Commentary mukbang sounds like something they do on Friday nights, guys. Make sure to tune into Friday Night Marvel. Oh, okay. Catching with the close slash.
Try to apply the stank. Good neutral jump. Yup, there's that whip punish once again.
And this is a dangerous position now. Jack just needs to find that last hit, but Scambolini's still fighting back. It's not over till it's over, Zero.
Supply shock state. Here's our tech. Blurred and counter hit immediate burst. All right, wait a minute.
Ooh, the shot into the roll through the heavy stun edge, and that's going to be it. Jack with the 3-0 on the winner's final time. But now
we're going to get Domi out here against RedIAmNot. Goldlewis Dickinson out here for the big swing. You want to talk about offensive aggression? That's Goldlewis.
it's time for some Monday night meat here with the Goldlewis Dickinson. Immediately getting the first blood against DomiWurld. Lockdown in the corner.
Let's throw. Little slash stagger. Domi does get the JS. Oh, but the 2P actually makes an interrupt here for Red, getting a side swap.
Setting up the drone, but that was a tricky situation. Still able to get the throw. Uh-oh. Alive? Alive? Still in this? Not anymore. That neutral JD right off the bat. JD is a moneymaker button in every single matchup for Goldlewis.
At least gets a quick snipe, 6P. Look at what we got there. Maybe it was a startup of something, but either way, the counter hit. Just tilt and tumble in the corner. No escape for Red until we get the reversal 2P.
YRC immediately into the close slash. All right, that was a smart burst. That specific Behemoth Typhoon was going to bounce you off the wall. You might still get bounced off the wall anyway. Ooh, goes for the reset. Interesting, we probably could have killed off of that. Didn't need to go for the reset, but the double overhead Behemoth 0 is gonna.
Yes, indeed. Double overhead. Yo, that change, especially around the security gauge usage, is so terrifying to deal with.
Bro, security gauge is something else. Something else. I don't know why they gave him that ability.
I look back at my reaction to that season change, and I literally screamed after I saw it. I was like, please let that not be on block. Please let that not be on block. And it was like, oh!
It's whenever this dude wants, bro. But nice. Able to get the 5P. Oh, the clash with a 6P. Brutal there for Domi.
Wow. Nice low counter hit. Hoof stomp. Spend the super for that knockdown.
Dash up. Tried to go for the... what was that? Just dash up a FD? Go for a little bit of an FD break. Gonna get the DP here, though, and does get clipped by the super.
Oh my goodness. Wobble salt to close the gap. Oh, but missed the 2H. That's a lucky break there for Domi. Oh, but the 2P!
Into the Behemoth. And Red still staying one step ahead.
Shatter. Nice start. Cancel the 5H, but nice 6P. Red fighting back out of this corner as usual, very active on defense, waiting for the drone to die away here before Domi takes action.
Domi. Ooh, nice with the 2S as well. The action is working, but the clean hit is still not enough to break the wall. Or not break the wall, to get the kill. Hold up. Give me a break, chat.
Chat, please have mercy.
They're brutal, bro. Nice, host stomp. Able to hit its mark, but there's the burst immediately from Red. Set up the drone, hold down the neutral, my son.
Sequence here. One more to get our shatter, and it should be enough to build up 50 tension if we do. Not even going to be necessary because this super will send it home.
Domi able to tie things up. Red had stayed one step ahead consistently there, but all DomiWurld needed was the right pressure sequence in the corner. Winning out in neutral can be a little difficult against Goldlewis, but still able to do it. Part of that just being not interacting with the drone at all, right? When the drone comes out, we just disengage.
Yeah, that's been pretty critical, right? Of just, we see a lot of players deciding that is navigation. Unfortunately, that's going to be around like whether or not you have the ground to give up. And for the most part throughout that game in particular, Domi had enough room to make that retreat where it wasn't your back is against the wall, you're just in the mid screen.
Exactly. Oh, and the 6P doing a good job also beating out these JD attempts here from Red.
Ooh. Keep it close. Keep it safe.
Nice. Close slash. However many it takes to open up Red.
Ooh. Very brave of these 6Ps, but they've been working out very well for Domi.
Ooh, nice with the 6K, able to get the full pickup too. Uh-oh. Wow. Wow, Zero. What a conversion there from Red. Off of an air behemoth, able to turn it around and send Domi through the wall.
Lock it down here with the drone setup. YRC. Too far to challenge back with the YRC of their own. Red Very close to death, but the far slash.
They thought the DP was gonna pick up Zero. They were trying to go for the wall splat. Crazy. That was such a sad ending to that round. But Domi can't let it get to them.
We'll snack up. 6B. That was a great call for Domi to get a few buffs out of those snacks here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Nice super PRC to swap sides. Throwing the stun dipper. Throw for TG. Oh my god, you're gone.
Quite, not quite, the sliver. Oh, from the Hawkmaker! The overhead! Not enough to get an RC. Final burst, you can't touch this laser whatsoever. Yeah.
Goodbye. Goodbye. You know what's crazy is that Domi could have won that if they IAD'd. But again, that's thinking too many steps ahead.
Yeah, IED, it's you're in a coin toss situation, right? It's just like if you IED, what if Red had just sat back and done 6P? Like you have to make the snap decision now when the laser drops because you can't be caught blocking it. Yeah, that was the unfortunate factor here. Swordfish was great.
Very risky of Red to actually pull out the Gatling gun like that.
Yeah. Even for a single shot.
All right, try to bait out the burst. Gonna get the counter hit instead. Get the fried grilled lizard.
This Scatter actually round up for it, baby. Wow, I can't believe the 5P got the grab there. Backing off in quite the swing. Too little too late for a backdash.
Catching the backdash, but unfortunately didn't get the pickup with the 2S. Just put it out a little too early. Still keeping this momentum with the Tyrant Barrel to break the wall. Positive bonus. All the resources in the world now for Domi.
Nice. Caught you walking forward. Be a shame if you ran into a peak driver.
All the way to game 5. So many game 5s tonight. These players are hungry. So many tournaments on the horizon. Evo on the horizon as well. It'll be here before you know it, Zero.
Yeah, it really, honestly, I'm looking at like all these tournaments back to back that we're going to have here in just a bit. Just had Testing Crash, just had Ragnarok.
Oh, nice patience, that JK.
Launching the DP. Yo, quit ejection seat there. Domi with the quick reactions. Recognizing the clash. Goes for backdash to get out of dodge.
Yeah, but backdash into the JD. That was a beautiful sequence. And Domi still in charge. There we go. Beak driver into the 6H to break the wall. Out of calories, though, or stamina, I should say. So now just at the mercy of Red here with all of the security gauge.
All right, hoof stomp. Not quite enough.
Yeah, blowing up the drone there with the far slash. Good call from Domi. Sitting at set point now.
Nice 6P. Look how relentless we're being with no reversal. Calls out the burst. Domi has locked in right now. Okay, not gonna connect that. Miss. Or anti-air opportunity. Could have been a Hawkmaker, I'm pretty sure.
Sage is gonna get the pick up. Clean, and no, drops it. Had to cancel the 2H, but it doesn't matter. Domi does it.
Ooh, the best competition North America has to offer to get into Hiho versus MacMens. So yes, we're getting back to that Millia rage. MacMens showing up with Anji. Let's see how this plays.
Quite the music choice here. Oh, starting off with the empty jump throw. But a great block there on the bad moon into the punish. Aggressive burst.
Blocks, bus shaker, and an RC. Ooh! Okay. Very fortunate block right there. It's the air-to-air superiority coming out on top here for Hiho with the JS.
Oh, going for the low option there again.
Nice. Quick 2P interruption here. 2S.
Yeah, and Hiho just trying to be patient, creating a lot of space here, looking for the right opportunity to just get that 2K, 2D, any touch to be able to close this out. Oh, no, that was a risky disc toss.
But still got the throw. Hiho closing out the round without taking too much more coming from MacMens. That could have been big if the Fujin would have connected through.
Threw the butterfly there a little too early, but doesn't matter. It's still going to be able to get this wall break. Either way, it kept Hiho blocking on wake up.
Overhead. Missing our block opportunity. RC. No. Does get opened up low, though.
The song is Icarus, by the way, Patriarch Panda. Icarus from Exert. Here we go, jumping straight into the next round. Also, I see you, Panda. How you doing? There's the burst.
Fujin series here. You are trying to chase down Hiho, who is just zipping and zooming all across the screen. Gets a stray hit, but not a big conversion. That's what's making Hiho's offense so offensive. Like, we're not getting many big strikes. And even when we do get called out, there's still plenty of room for Hiho to survive. Clash?
That was a crazy clash, yeah. And I mean, the biggest thing about Millia is catching her, right? We've said this time and time again. The best Millia player is the Millia player who does not get hit, the one who is flying around the screen. And what a back throw there. Was locked down, but found a way to escape. It's just put right back in.
Another Fujin.
Go, MacMen's able to get game number 1. A big tug of war between those two. I didn't get to watch Raw, Panda. Panda, yeah, I didn't get to watch Raw. I didn't realize this was at 6 o'clock today.
I've heard it's war.
Raw is war. So is Strive. And there's a war going on between Hiho and MacMen's right now here in this top 8 loser.
Here it is. First game up for MacMens. Still able to clutch out a victory, despite Hiho being so difficult to catch.
Is MacMen's name Nagoriyuki EX?
Yeah,
MacMen's
you know,
real small.
Nagoriyuki is out today, actually, in Monster
That's
Hunter.
right.
No, I didn't realize Nagoriyuki is a favorite.
You didn't realize?
I have bad memories for that monster. I felt like it was universally hated.
No, people have been begging for that monster ever since 3U, bro. Uh-oh, but here we go. Step through the wall.
Just have different memories of swimming underwater and dying.
And a very quick round there for MacMens with a perfect on top of it, holding on to that burst going to this next one.
Yes? Yo, quick fall. Good luck trying to block. Yo, I thought that was opposite side. Great defense coming from MacMens.
Look how patient Hiho is being. Doesn't want to give up this life lead at all.
Fujin here. We'll take the danger for an opportunity to just maintain this life lead. block. Nice. 5K. Nice conversion. Back to the corner we go. There's a burst opportunity. Still running into the Fujin low.
No RC on the throw? You could have killed there. But that's fine. Blocking the YRC is going to do it.
Didn't even get to the second verse.
Is the aerial's fan spin an actual DP? No, it is not. It is not an actual DP. It's just really good.
It's like Giovanna's DP. Like it's still able to be air blocked.
It'll guard crush in the air, though.
Yeah, that's true.
So it makes it really nasty if you block it in the air.
Mankind knew that they cannot change.
2-0 lead for MacMens right now. Great JP to interrupt that immediate jump coming from Hiho. That's what it's about. Aerial denial from Millia. Nice dance. Midari connects.
All right, 2K2D, set up the heavy disc. Oh, pushed out just a little too far. The idea was great, though, from Hiho, but the execution was just a little off.
We were chasing down with Fujin. If we get a straight hit, though, MacMen's ready to convert that. It's JH! Stop moving around, Hiho! Gosh darn it! Should keep moving around, because that's going to get you the win. Number strike is what MacMen's going to need here. 2S! Nice stagger.
Yeah, that's going to put MacMens now at set point, threatening to eliminate Hiho here early on in top 8.
Jesus. 50% lead. 6P, and that could have been devastating. It still could be 5K conversion after the Fujin. Hold on, wait a minute.
Oh, that should be it. Yeah, with the Super Millias made out of glass and paper. And MacMens is going to take it.
You know what? I kind of hope he doesn't in the next game, though. Like, he pulls off the George look.
I don't know. Sold out a ponytail sounds weird to me.
It does seem strange, huh? Nice throw. What about Kai's ponytail? Bring that back?
Yeah, bring that back. Why'd we cut his hair again? He looks so good.
He's
right,
got to
there
be
we
a king.
Whoa, wow, the dash 2K getting underneath the far slash looked really weird.
Yeah, that was actually pretty slick right there for classified. I don't want to quite say intended. Oh my gosh, it's Fred, isn't it? Control Volley. I'm so sorry. I call him George. It's Fred.
I was like, I don't know who George is, bro.
I don't either.
All right, dash up 2K. Ooh. Nice just defend there. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get a punish on it, but does get a bar slash immediately into the spinning dog kick for that positive bonus.
This chase down, close slash. Nice throw. Yeah, thinking about the card, aren't you? This is a tricky spot to be if you're Geo with no true resources on your side to get the reversal. I like the fuzzy guard. RC. Oh my god.
Clean.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
It's so creepy. Is this your hero?
My hero, there's the RC sending out the card. Does get tossed though. This is a big opportunity now for classified.
Watch it. Nice 2K interrupt.
Oh no, but getting tossed right back into the corner. You got tension, but gonna get caught in the ankles by the S Mistfinder. MJ taking game 1.
So difficult, right? Like, you have to get that ball rolling there on the side of Giovanna. Once you get the knockdown against Johnny, it's kind of your time to set play, as we saw there. But same could be said for Johnny here in this matchup. It is very much a momentum-based match for these characters here.
But right now, the momentum is in MJ's favor. You already see those, the difficulties for Giovanna that you mentioned before we got into the set, right? Already starting to come into play. Just MJ being able to stop that offense before Classified can even actually get into that boxing.
Exactly. Double jump in. Does connect with JH to get a whip punish. Counter hitting that 2K. We've seen a ton of it here. And MJ makes a solid approach to the vault and to draw. Jesus, this fire. Guard crush. Can't believe the 2D works out here. Too low.
Oh, trying to confirm it.
There it is, the 2S.
Still not enough, though, and look at the tension here on MJ's side. Tried to flip out of the way, but there was no RC. Giovanna's too quick. You can't just do that for free.
Good tech. Easy with the heavy slash right there. Nice neutral jump. Not the throw timing that MJ was looking for, I'm sure, but immediate burst. It would have led to a shatter and a super if it would have continued for Classified.
Nice. With the wake up super. Get off of me. You got to respect the Oki when Giovanna's sitting on tension.
Excellent approach. Far slash. Does stack it with 2 and 4K. Extra hang time with the dash installed DP. Take as much damage as we can for this. Super mitigated, though.
Oh, but there's the YRC. Micro walk into the close slash. This time the micro walk gets checked. Classified, tying it up.
Again, the shoe is on the other foot here. If you don't have that reversal opportunity in terms of meter, in terms of a super, it's tough for you to fight your way back out.
Tension is so important in the game, right? Like when you could kind of like accurately predict if somebody breaks a wall and they have the life lead and the other person has no tension, no burst, odds are they're done.
Yeah, it's especially for characters that don't have true reversals like these two characters, right? Like, it is so important depending on the matchup. And in Giovanna's case, it's extremely important.
Yeah,
we saw it earlier. Yeah, we saw it earlier against Classified against Gambolini. Like, having that burst immediately available to prevent yourself from getting smothered is crucial.
Right now, it's MJ who's getting smothered. And look at this. No burst, barely any tension, about to get 50, so you do have access to a YRC if you even survive this spinning dog kick, which you do. That did, like, no damage. That was so much scaling on that.
Yeah, it's already mitigated pretty hard. Oh, I can't believe it. We did get hit, and I thought for sure we would. Classified thought so.
Right, spacing here from MJ, just keeps misstepping backwards, tried to go in, got a little too greedy, but now you have to be incredibly cautious. Just utilize those long limbs. Ooh. Oh, counter hit, close slash, yeah, immediate burst. And gets the instant overhead. No super though, so just trying to maintain this corner pressure. Really getting
off here.
Flipped a lot by that 2S0.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you don't expect that second hit. Usually it works out. It works out pretty well, actually. Nice.
Oh, finally. Let's get some J's in the chat. I want to see them. that 2S. The range on that thing.
Yeah. There's close slash delay to the heavy.
A massive knockdown now, classified with everything going for him. Gonna be able to close out this round and get up another game.
Wow. Great chase down, especially after the close slash dash cancel. Buy yourself some time, get the throw. That's where Giovanna, again, gets to be so much of a threat. Take throw setup here. With this 2-1 lead. Now Nitro's in the chat, so Classified has to lock in.
Gotta do it for the Oshi.
Ooh, G6 being neutral like that. Too far. Trying to catch a misfiner with it, though. Or like one of the far slashes, rather, not misfire. Because miss, oh, you'll just, like, low profile. There's a close. Stagger for heavy.
Whoa, stuck on a limb there and got caught by the card.
Nice. Risky business at that range, though.
He's paying off beautifully here. Once again, Classified has MJ locked down in the corner. Yep, has to watch out for that reversal. Late PRC.
Dash install here to get a coast-to-coast carry. 5K for 6H. The shatter should work out.
Rude Blaze with the tip, $9. Thank you so much for the support here.
Too far? Nice. 16. Backing off here with the far slash.
5H. BRC immediately. Every time MJ tries to go for this walk-up stagger pressure, Classified is ready. Ready to press.
Oh no! Trying to get the close slash. I've had enough. I've seen this played out before in game 3. I'm not gonna have it again.
Here we go, YRC. They both just keep checking each other's dashes. No one letting anyone steal a turn, keeping each other honest. But there we go, 2K connects. Oh my God.
Drop the pressure though. That's not a good look. And the overhead misfiner. Got caught FDing with the crouch block. That was a free open season territory for MJ. Nice. Actually, the clash and misfiner just rips right through.
Oh, dash of 5P. This is it. This is it for Classified. Needs to go for the hard knockdown. And needs to run away with this. MJ's going to get an opportunity here with burst and tension.
Stagger. Yeah, we're not going to open up for those heavy slashes anymore by the looks of it here for MJ. Ooh, I don't know about the whip throw. Maybe we thought a deep run up there, but it's been bad for Classified. This is huge. Ooh. Immediate super cancel after the lift off here.
Not close enough to the wall, though, so barely does any damage. Now out of tension for any kind of neutral interaction here.
Wild Assault, not out of options. We just need chip. We'll take the tap dust, and boy, oh boy, does Classified make a Hail Mary play here to try to seal it out, and it does succeed. Well done, and to start things off.
This is the present Scambolini coming up on the sticks. I mean, Scambolini's been playing incredibly well. Obviously hit a wall when it came to Jack, but now trying to fight back to get that run back.
Away. Ooh, nice backdash.
Already using the spin to good effect. That was good patience there from Scambolini, though, getting that far slash punish.
It's 5K here. Quite the challenge with the far slash, and MacMens able to close the gap very quickly.
Nice with the wall break. Ooh, 5P.
This is the most insane sentence I've seen from Mike Saftig. What? Like, playing with Soul is like eating Chipotle and pretending it's Mexican food.
That is crazy. Bro, Soul ain't even on the screen. Man.
Right? But Mike Saftig is on the screen, so therefore Soul is on the screen. Nice DP. Whoa! Tap dust, no burst from Mac. Of course, we're going into another round. We're going to hold it.
Yeah, it makes sense. Definitely, especially when you don't have like a ton of tension to work with, right? Tension is so key in making those comebacks. All right, IAD over the heavy stun edge. Big punish, getting the knockout in the corner as well. Another overhead, starting to condition. What do you say? Do we go for the low this time?
Oh, we run up close slash? Oh! That's cheating. That's cheating. I don't like that.
The drift? The drift on the RC?
First off, already committed to a button in PRC upon seeing the startup of burst. Daisuke, give me my burst. I called out the button press. I still win. Give me my burst.
To be fair, Kai is broken. That's crazy. Y'all been saying that for 4 years now.
Man. Duel 1.
Straight into game number 2. MacMen's already looking pretty good, but Scamalini has had a lot of pretty good ideas here. Some good whip punishes, utilizing that far slash. Just again, it's hard to harass your opponent with a fireball when they have that spin. It's such a good anti-fireball tool.
Just see 3 of them go out. It's really difficult to do. Oh God, I keep running into it.
Hey, but look at the life.
Bro. At what cost for that one there? Close slash, we're fine. 2P reversal.
Oh, the IBFD causing the 5H to whiff, but really nothing out of it, unfortunately.
There it is. JS, good blocks. Not trying to bite on this pressure quite yet. Look at the wrist gauge and quite the jump in. Bar slash, a moment of hesitation for MacMens. Cost them around.
All right, round 2 now. MacMens has access to Wild Assault Deflect Shield. We haven't really used the Deflect Shield quite yet, though. Kind of holding on to that for the burst option. Punish.
Yikes.
Oh my God, what a counter hit.
Yeah, I think it was a 5P interrupt attempt here, which would have called out, at the very least, a food grade, but you want to try to get that shock state reapplied here, and that was the routing Scamalini chose.
Trying to go for the throw, but no one home. Oh, they are trying to shimmy each other to hell and back right now, Zero, but it is not working. No one wants to bite. Dash blocks here from MacMens. Look at that wrist gauge.
Expecting an immediate burst, and MacMen's not going to give it. Going to die with this burst. Unless we get a gold one out, and there it is. Catches the backdash. That close slash.
All right, time things up 1-1. Scamalini doing a really good job kind of playing at those nice ranges. Sitting at just about a couple character lengths away to kind of pepper with the fireball, even though it's been difficult. MacMens is willing to just run into it if it means he can get a far slash, right? All he wants to do is get in far slash range, and then he can stuff your fireball startup and convert right into Fujin.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Get off here at round start. Nice 2P challenge. Oh my goodness, quite the DP. And Shimmy does succeed with a run up 2H counter hit start. Immediate burst from MacMens, not wanting to give up that position. Jeez. All right, Fudre does push you away. Again, you are able to take the turn if you're not in shock state after blocking a Fudre. Dance, Madare.
It's a close slash. A little bit of a delayed DP there from Scambolini, but not going to allow him to escape out of the corner. Instead, you're going through the glass straight into another round. This song, bro, this song is insane. It's insane. That pre-chorus.
Far slash connects. It is a really good song. Post up for wall. What a shot from MacMens on the JD.
Ooh, tons of damage too. Gambolini. Yeah, wake up DP, a big risk. Gonna get the shimmy here into the 2H. It's gonna do a lot for evening up the life totals a bit. Oh my god, we're doing it. Ready or not.
Slash not gonna work. Quick stun edge. Wait a minute.
There it is. Heavy stun edge again. Able to spin through it in the
fool.
super.
You absolute fool.
I just wanted Dragon Install to win one time. One
It's
time.
up before. It usually happens when you combo into Dragon Stall like that, and that was not the case this time, though. Wait.
Okay. Chill.
Game number 4.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Anji the Dragon Slayer goes kind of hard, chat. I'm not even going to lie. But here we go. Nice with the whiff punish. There's the burst immediately.
Here's the shatter. Wait a minute. Strong lead for Scambolini. Took that last round personally.
Oh, nice one hit into the RC. Able to swap sides. Wall break should be enough to secure the round. Scambolini always staying in the fight zero.
Ooh. It's a massive counter hit just for positioning. Interesting 2K. Just mistimed our BD here for MacMens. Who's on offense? We do get that throw from mid-screen.
Got caught on the backdash with the RC. Yeah, you can't pick up off that overhead anymore.
Jeez. Let's get the slide. Locked in. Still our tourney, yet still we press 2P.
Bro, always pressing 2B. That is his reversal. From the school of Zato 1, bro. Yeah, the dash up back throw really clean. Whipping the 6P there to get the timing. Interesting. Slide in, RC immediately, heavy stun edge to keep you locked down. That, what a sequence, bro. That was unreal.
Off the JD, no less. Barely not being opened up by those, and MacMens Tall order to make this comeback here. Nice block. The side swap here with the JS. It calls out the burst. Scambolini tying it up 2-all in the set.
Bro, Scambolini is cooking tonight. He has been in the hyperbolic time chamber because I am seeing stuff that he has never pulled out before, at least from what I've been watching, right? And I've watched hundreds of this guy's matches.
Yeah, Scambolini really pulling all the stops here against MacMens. Has really leveled up over the years. And we see some different styles and flares, of course, like these great meaty interrupts with 5K. We've seen a little bit of that back-to-back wild assault action to try to pressure for corner.
And now we just need to see one more dragon install.
Where it works?
Where it works. To win the set. That's what I'm saying. To win the set.
Instead of reflecting on themselves, they blamed the beasts.
Ooh, they're both letting the intros rock. Feeling the pressure here in this loser side of top 8. Winner moves on into top 4.
Kai versus Anji. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Dodges here. 6P on the backside.
Yeah, not exactly what MacMens wanted there, especially not that either. Has to spend the burst early to not allow Scambolini to gain that momentum.
Oh, wow. Good block. Nice patience, but that risk gauge is cranked. We want to cool it down. Direct clap for shock state. Whoa! Fuji could have been destroyed there. Nice 2S. Then we get a little bit of risk gauge cooldown for this one here.
I spent all the meter you need to make sure that risk gauge goes to 0, bro. That was terrifying. Oh, little trade. The other side, 2S is just a little too slow. The defense here from Scambolini, but finally gets clipped open by that 2K2D. It's set through the glass. Set point now for MacMens. What happens to full risk gauge? If you get hit while you have full risk gauge, it is a level 4 counter. The giant counter hit appears.
The mortal counter.
Yeah, the mortal counter.
It deals more. It hurts. Tap dust. Wait a minute.
Gimme there, Mac.
Had quite the IV on that backdash away from the 2P. It's overhead. This 5K does get our tweet set up. Oh no. How many times have MacMens fallen for the shimmy from Scambolini?
Yeah, it's been just working out wonders here, but Scambolini not going to be able to escape from this corner in 0.
Right. Still very doable for Scambolini. Has burst. Didn't take an action whatsoever. YRC.
Oh, burst right back.
The patience. MacMens FDing for their life. And then once we saw the retreat coming from Scambolini, knew that they could take that 2P interrupt opportunity there. TNS competitor here and classified with the chip. Huh.
Classified saying enough is enough. Bringing in the chip. You know, we say fly versus fly swatter, but that's a pretty big fly swatter right there on Goldlewis' side.
You know, I was saying earlier, like, it's not too fun to play Giovanna in this matchup. It's certainly not as fun playing chip when you get hit, but you do have your DP, you do have other mixed potential opportunities, able to close the gap with these whiffs. But man, you will die fast.
That was a two touch. Just put him in the coffin, right? Oh my god.
Good backdash. The bar though.
Look, I this is why you play Chip into this matchup, is because if a Behemoth Typhoon whiffs, you pretty much are guaranteed a knockdown, right? Chip is so fast, has that 3-frame 5K, so you can dash in 5K 2D, start running some offense, but you can't make any mistakes, Zero.
That's the thing of it, right? Like, great way to make challenges here. 5K, run up here. Ooh, what a far slash. Heavy into overhead.
Maximum Chip.
Duel 3.
Ah, good old
wow.
My Wild Assault.
Yes, indeed. And we still have plenty of rope play available here for Classified. Nice 6B.
Pause. All right, immediately into the plus frames. You see, Classified playing this really well, though. A lot of spacing, just going in, a couple of hits, and then backing up, trying to look for a whiff punish. But Red is just not swinging.
Robert, do me a favor. What's the pause there?
Hey, bro, you can interpret that however you like.
Interpret which part? Was it 6B? What?
Sure.
What?
Sure, Zero.
I don't understand.
It's okay.
Did I
It's
say
okay.
something?
All you need to understand is that we have RedIAmNot versus Classified here. It's
Okay.
Big Shot versus Gohan.
I didn't do anything bad, did I?
You didn't do anything bad. You're okay.
That's good.
All right, harassing with the 5K into the throw. Classified taking a little bit more of an aggressive option here.
It's our
There's the
burst.
first.
What'd I do? Chat.
All right, 5K 2D. Oh, that was a heavy commitment. No, 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 no. Okay, you're okay. You're okay. There was no super. With the JD trade, bro, that hurt.
Jesus. This is a JT. Massive starting to beat. Well, all right.
Yeah,
okay, you did get super. You did get super.
Yeah, if there was one more hit before the wall break, you were gone. You were just like eviscerated, turned into stardust.
I believe that's called getting guilty geared. Yeah,
It's true.
thank you, Chris Chaos, for the explanation.
Uh-oh, wow, that did a lot of damage. That Alpha
did.
Blade?
Actually, that was a good chunk. Blocking, nice. Guard canceled, but the chase is on.
Oh, Hot Red trying to press there, and that is going to be around here. No, oh God. Not like this. Not like this, Classified. Oh, I'm holding my breath. I'm holding my breath. Oh. Okay, the double JK.
That was terrifying. I thought the trade was about to pull through, but the trade would have been in favor of Classified. Man, what a 6P! Good God! Classified sealing the turn with this life lead. Trying to keep Red blocking here. 50% available on the side of RedIAmNot for a YRC. Bursts off the table.
Just one more touch here. And there it is, able to secure the counter hit with the far slash. Classified tying things up.
Not impossible. And again, it is just the fact that if you die, like if you get touched, like it's almost curtains for Chip. There are TODs in this game, but it's under very specific circumstances. So like, for example, we were talking about that risk gauge earlier. Fully cranked risk gauge will definitely guarantee Chip in a touch of death scenario.
All depends, yeah. Risk gauge depends on your starter, depends on characters. So yeah, there are some TODs, but they're not super common.
Yeah.
But in this matchup, more common than others.
throw. Away here, 6. That's just, what do you do about that? As Chip in that scenario, I don't need to replay takeover. There's nothing Chip can do about that clash on that 6B. It's Goldlewis, you run. That's about the best that Classify could have got out of that interaction.
Just close your eyes and keep swinging.
That's what Goldlewis does.
Oh, the cross up with the behemoth. And back to that strategy of a couple of hits. If it doesn't connect, back up and look for a whiff punish.
Nice. 5K. I thought it was just going to be DP, but you know what? This is better because you get a better combo carry for it.
Locked down in the corner once again, keeping RedIAmNot locked down, but an escape with an air behemoth. JS, interesting.
Oh no. We just leave the burst on the table there. Like, this is fine. We know what's going to happen.
Yeah, and that's what the RC was for, right? The RC was to check the burst. Also, the 2P, just going for a really quick option there to try and get the wall splat before Classified could let the burst rip.
Yep. And even if Classified got that burst, we had enough range where it's just, all right, well, Chip, time to get chipped out now. Like, that's...
Chip, no dip, as Cola would say.
All chip, no dip is the sentence you're looking for. All chip, no dip.
That's what I said.
Oh, I didn't hear. Your gate did not open when you said all. All we heard was chip, no dip.
Oh, my bad, my bad. I gotta speak up. Use my big boy voice. All right, 6H. Immediately into the Rekka pressure. Nice! 6P.
It's super.
Believe it. Classified off to a really strong start here. Again, stealing back turn after turn with the Gamma Blade. Can't get too greedy with that Gamma Blade, though, because if you eat a super, it's going to hurt. Oh! That was super PRC. Got blown up, though.
Throw.
Oh, I thought we actually got that safe jump there. 6P hit, though. Yeah, the YRC was the right play. Didn't want to deal with any incoming mix-up.
Ooh, backing away. Nice call. Omega Ego with $10 contribution. Self-care is watching TNS turn. Well, thank you so much.
I agree. Happy we can be a good part of your Monday night, but not a good part there for Classified. Ran out of tension and out of life. Set point for Red.
I tried so hard. I tried. I couldn't do it.
So far, but in the end. Oh, it doesn't even matter, Zero. Ouch. Or if they're in that volatile situation, they can just hit you for absurd amounts of damage. And the characters with both are the ones that we are seeing really, really pop off. And one of those characters here is Sin.
Yeah. That is a true statement here. Sin has been on quite the tear. A couple seasons now, I feel like, of Sin really kind of rising through the ranks. But one thing has remained constant, and it's the threat of happy chaos here, especially in the hands of Jack. Shot here. That's a counter hit. So close getting the shatter, but Jack will deny it.
Oh, BRC just to grab you in the air. Right into the slump. And, you know, not going for anything there in the slump. Not a bad idea from Jack, right? Domi had access to burst, had access to DP. Just playing it safe. You got such a big life lead. Don't need to take any risks.
Wow, what a 2D. Stagger for Beak Driver, 5K. Not quite getting the shatter. Oh. Get it now, quick snack.
Oh no, the sucker punch, man. The button hurt around the world.
Off here, trying to catch up at life point. Also, it's a nice little boon here for Jikh. We'll get burst for next round if this doesn't go the way that they're looking forward to. And it's not going to go their way.
No, good play there from DomiWurld, able to actually get Jikh to go for the throw attempt. And Domi's been really getting a lot of mileage after with that IED backdash shimmy, right?
Oh yeah, that's been like the go-to every time a deep run. Jump up. Jikh coast to coast carry here. 6K to extend.
Deus Ex Machina. You're kidding. That was a happy accident. That was a happy accident right there for DomiWurld. Unfortunately, not going to be able to get much off of it. Instead, we're just going straight into the next game.
Absolutely insane. The hoof stomp opposite side. What if that was just like an input correction there because of the roll through?
It was input correction, the roll through, yeah.
Yeah.
So they were going for possibly DP. There's a possibility that they were going for DP, wake up DP, and instead got
yeah, because that would come out. Yeah. I was gonna say it certainly wasn't a beak driver right there. Like.
Yeah, no, yeah, it was definitely DP that just got mixed up. But I mean, it hit. That was the crazy part. Man, new option select.
It's pretty good. Early Tyrant Barrel here.
Yeah, you want that meter, and you especially want Jikh on his back. And a quick grab.
Stank applied though, but a 2S will deny it. Deep run. No, the JP. Open things up against Domi. Jikh turning the tide just a little bit here. So many resources on the side of Domi. Gunshot does get backdashed. Yes, still Jikh is able to get the pick up.
Yeah, but Domi not going to be spending this burst here even after this wall break. You could, but it's too risky.
Woo! Quite a drift in Elk Hunt. Wow.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Throw here, 6K.
Get the roll through. Just run up throw. Into the taco, taking back the corner as well.
2D, nice gunshot pickup.
Domi overextended there a little bit, right? Was kind of flailing, a little bit of desperation to try and find a single hit. Ended up putting themselves into the corner. And now Jikh up 2-0 here in this winners final. Has he dropped a single game at all tonight? I gotta check that. Didn't drop anything so far in top 8. He dropped 1 game against Scissors and 1 game against Kana, and that's it. So he can bleed. We've seen him bleed before.
Oh yeah, we've seen him taking a fall a couple times. Certainly comes back stronger for it.
Jikh also making it to top 8 of CEO as well, to nobody's surprise. I think he's made top 8 at every single offline event he's entered.
And his first one was Evo. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, what is...
World-class player, man.
That was last year's Evo, wasn't it? If I'm not mistaken, that's last year. Yeah, because it was in the...
Yeah.
It was in the convention center. That's insane. Quite a stellar year for Jikh. Mid-best, by the way. Mid-best. want to make it very clear.
Oh, ducking underneath. That JH.
Drawing a line with 2S. Chase with a far slash of her own from Domi. Nice call out.
6P hitting its mark. Gonna be able to Deus Ex off of this, but instead the burst comes out. Domi knew what was coming. Instead, gets the tri-jump, bro.
Back away.
Oh, we are running.
You just keep running. I don't want to get shot.
I understand the desire to keep running, but you got to go in, especially when Jack is out of focus. That's your opportunity to strike. And instead, though, Jack is looking lethal. Hard knockdown 0. This could be it.
Didn't like it. Block the tap does, but the burst gets called out because of that RC timing. 3-0 victory, now perfect for Jack to close out the winner's finals. Kind of keep the guessing game going, especially when it comes down to strike throw. We'll see if that really comes into play. Yeah, it'll be tough for Goldlewis to get the ball rolling. Opening gambit, it's going to be interesting because Dance will be on the table. So let's see. Run up and his 2P interrupt immediately.
Nice 5D. Yeah, immediately trying to gain as much momentum as possible right off the bat with this positive bonus and hard knockdown. Yeah, and that's game number 1 right there. Perfect out the gate. A statement being made here by MacMens saying you're going to have to work harder than that.
Wow, nice 2P. This is the far slash. Good jump arc there for Red.
Red taking to the skies a lot here. You got to be careful. Eventually, MacMens is going to start throwing out that 6P. And that 6P is huge.
Yeah.
Look at this 2P. Just keeps tapping the 2P.
Oh, good block. No way. Goodness,
Yep.
the sweet spot to dodge.
Everything is built off 2P. Dash in, 2P, 2P. Oh, hopping away just to get out of danger.
It's safe. It's quick. It's not committal. Caught the far slash. You're bursting? MacMens.
Oh no, 5K, stepping on the toes.
JK to open. I can't believe we burst right there. Let's see if it comes back to bite MacMens. Yeah, I'm surprised we don't have a 6P to lock in that position. ID, not your turn to steal though.
Wow, nearly dead here. Red not able to get the hard knockdown, but the 5K with that disjointed hitbox. Working wonders.
Okay. One minor blunder there for MacMens. I mean, a lot of work on those 2Ps, right? To try to interrupt a lot of that spacing, the approach coming from Red, but I can't believe that burst. That's the one thing that's getting me here. If we would have held on to that for at least next round, we'd been okay.
Tragic.
Nice 6P. Finally showcasing it. Chip it away here. 2S getting the push back to corner. Nice jump back. Drift to get a full conversion.
Oh, JD out once again. Constantly going for these JDs. This is where so much of the neutral is kind of built around, right? Is spinning through Behemoth Typhoon, and does Red have the meter to RC it?
And finally, we do see a 6P come from MacMens on the air route for Red, denying that route. Last round start, good hit. Yeah, the corner just happened first. FD.
Oh, too short of that.
But you're running right underneath the JD, and that's difficult to block there.
Not gonna be enough to kill. Even with all of that, this guy's got the Japanese guts, but does get that hard knockdown. And there it is, catching the backdash. So scary to backdash against this character. When you're trying to create that space, there's always another Behemoth Typhoon on the horizon.
Oh, wow, what a throw. Kept you thinking about the drone there.
Oh, there it is, finally! 6P hitting its mark. It was only a matter of time before 6P started to come out here for MacMens. You can't allow Red to get away with JD forever.
Another 6P. Starting to snipe these out here. Double overhead.
Sniped by the JD this time there on that whiff bar slash. And now Red driving the decision making here in the corner. There we go with the super.
We got the drone by the looks of things, and not necessarily Goldlewis. I'm not going to get the full animation. And still, Red comes out on top. It's 2-0 over MacMens. How do we stop this?
Spin to win. Spin to win, baby.
We do keep spinning out here, but we also just, I think it's another situation. Damage differential too, because we do get those interrupts off the 2P. Not converting it into much of anything bigger. Not that we need to, but man, it's just almost equivalent to like that 5,000 cuts as we saw in the classified set. But Anji still has that capability to deal a ton of damage. We saw it game 1.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Yeah, dashing in, trying to build a lot of this pressure off of that 2P base.
Good block. Nice 6P.
I do think leaning into 6P a little bit more will be very beneficial to MacMens.
Yeah.
I know just 6P it is a meme,
but we've started to see more and more of that in these last couple games, right? Game 2 really started to adopt it. Now we're doing it for game 3. But it's this mix that gets so tricky to deal with once drone locks you down.
even a YRC with some of these pressure sequences that are coming out. Yeah, there's a 6P again. Trying to predict a button press. It's just MacMens saving the meter for too long, it feels like, right? Sometimes when there's just too much heat, you gotta cool it down with a YRC, something. Now here it is, set point.
Here again, no counter hit.
Oh, no. Oh, full churn. Glass is broken.
Here's your dance, Madare. Oh, no. Oh, no. Was that the throw attempt?
Trying to take all that meter. Look at that. Took nearly 50 tension.
But still able to come out swinging. No chance. Yeah, block the punish. Block full punish here. No burst. We're just going to send it home.
Yeah, Red feeling a little saucy there. Taking some big risks. Not going to pay off, but you can do that when you're up 2 games. Just don't let MacMens get in his groove, right? Do not allow him to dictate the rhythm of the match.
But this is what we saw from game 1, right? We succeed in taking a round, or at least like stripping away a lead, a minor one at that, and now we start just retreating back to that more conservative play style, 2P, 6P, right?
I think when you have the life lead against Goldlewis, it's not a bad idea to necessarily play a little bit more of a defensive style here, right? Try and zone him out with your buttons, really have that 6P on lock. Okay, both bursts are gone. And the JH connects. This is gonna be brutal.
Fight for the shatter. Oh no. I think we caught pre-jumps on that one. Guard Crush 2K finishing the job. RedIAmNot 3-0 over MacMens.
And moving on to losers files to face DomiWurld.
4th place finish. We still have plenty of opportunity in that match arena to at the very least get a top 4 payout. At $300 to get a top 4 payout, so please, direct contributions would be greatly appreciated.
Exclamation mark Matcherino in the chat is going to bring that up as we jump into the rematch here. Red versus Domi. Domi coming out swinging right off the bat and getting that burst out of Red early on. And there's the DP.
Crush.
Reaching far there with that JD, catching the back dash as well with the Behemoth Typhoon, just following along with the drone. That should be the round here with the super.
Good God.
Just wanted to make sure. Extra. Sure.
I think maybe would have survived for one more sequence. His corner for shatter.
Part of what makes this matchup really annoying for Goldlewis is DP. DP is such a good tool for Sin. The fact that if he gets that counter hit DP off of a Behemoth Typhoon attempt, he does get a follow-up off of it, right? Woo, and the clash too, able to escape from the corner.
Yeah, we saw that in their first winter side set. Quick reactions for Domi. Wait a minute, reverse super. Some super of our own.
Oh!
They both had a 100-meter, and they were both willing to spend. And that's a fine call from Domi.
Yeah, that fast RC into the 6K low. Very cute. Domi's bread and butter, we mentioned it time and time again, has been a lot of these shimmies, the ID back JH. Let's see if we see more of that.
2K and just immediate spend for super. Wants our advantage. Oh my goodness, Tyrant Barrel? Enough to kill? Domi stealing out that first game.
I love
Best victory ever.
Bro just loves to fight, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, look who he spent all his time with growing up.
True.
Growing up with a bounty hunter is a choice.
He had no choice. He was pawned off to the bounty hunter. Well, pawned off to his grandpa. Oh, that was scary. Scary to go for a beat driver when the drone is on the screen.
XP. Too far for the far slash. Oh, easy. Look, that depth perception might be missing from Sin right there.
I know, one eye, bro. Oh, yeah, and utilizing the RC there just to close the gap. Love that little stop with the 5P, the stop sign, keeping Goldlewis out.
IP. Jeez, oh, yeah. OTG was at the finish? Good lord.
The OTG on the Behemoth Typhoon does a ton of damage. There it is, DP. Yeah, DP gonna be a thorn here on Red's side if Domi keeps deciding to bring it out to show his hand. And even the clash, man, such a good situation off the clash.
Whoa. All right, do we get too active here? Yeah, 6K still leaning.
Not the full churn, though. Just going for the fast one to make sure that they can get the reversal down. That's a nice pickup. There's the burst.
Nice. To get the dash cancel for another close slash there.
Oh, the bionic elbow. The American dream. Shout-outs to Dusty Rhodes. 2P doing the work.
Oh
That's a blue collar button.
It's a blue collar button?
That's right. Working man's button.
Yo. So this is what work looks like to you? Churn and butter? Swing around a coffin? Causing devastation?
Right. That's right.
It's hard work churning that butter. Oh my god, wait a minute.
Wait, still alive?
We're still
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're gone. You're a smoke of red dust.
It's 14 seconds, not even.
That's Guilty Gear, baby. There we go, dash on in, secure the throw. Sometimes those rounds just happen. You keep moving forward.
Quick snack. Ooh, the yogurt. Ice cream.
Look at that. DomiWurld immediately answering back with a perfect top.
Job.
Okay.
That's been 3 times now.
You know. I have no excuse.
Fortunately, they've all won, so we can't really call it a curse. It's just, I don't know what you're doing to these people.
It's a speed bump. It's a speed bump.
Stop.
There it is. Hard knockdown with the Tyrant Barrel. Oh, nice wake-up throw there from Red. Able to recognize that 6K.
Hard Crush buys time here to set up this drone. Ooh, good block on Wild Assault. Just that back dash with plenty of meter to your name.
Looking for the RTL, spend all the cash. He got that one from his daddy.
He sure did. Oh.
DomiWurld now 2-1, taking one step ahead here of RedIAmNot. Can they secure the victory and move on to get their run back against Jack? I mean, it was 3-0 in Winners Finals. So has DomiWurld learned their lesson? Or is RedIAmNot going to get a crack at the king?
Oh, trying to go for air to air on JP. Beak Driver, such a great call while drone is on the way. Yo, Clash and DP might have been your play. That's only if you were ready for that interaction. Jump forward here. Another Tyrant Barrel back to back.
Our knockdown moment. Just a Beak Driver? Meaty Beak Driver? You know what? If it works, it works. Domi now, it's that point.
Didn't want to risk the super on wake up here coming from Red. And another great round start. Stopped short of the burst opportunity though.
Yeah, actually trying to bait out a burst before the burst got there. Domi just a little too far ahead. Too many steps ahead for their own good. Now getting set through the glass for their trouble.
Respecting the space, especially from the 2S. Big counter. Nice, actually remembering Beak Driver through drones here. RedIAmNot with an excellent adjustment.
RC there just to get closer. Nice with the fuzzy. Misses the behemoth though after the 5K. Unfortunate.
Space drift forward. Yo, the 6P was creeping on out.
Cryptid layup. keeping Red alive for another round. That was a wild whiff punish there with the 2S. Gonna get the Tyrant Rave as well for that knockdown. Dash on in, trying to go for the shimmy. No bite there from Red.
White tap, Skyfish. 3 JDs out here. Guard Crush. RedIAmNot trying to make that last-ditch effort to own this corner to try to tie it up 2-all. Domi looking to close.
Yeah, holding on to that FD for dear life. That's just a big sign that says, throw me over your head.
What a 2K. Dash up and interrupting the startup of that drone. The drone not active. And Domi changing the tide here, changing the history. Instead of a 3-2, it's a 3-1. YouTube.com/Tampa Never Sleeps, where all the matches are back-to-back with none of the fluff. We're going to get into this grand finals here. We've made it this far. Let's see how well we're doing.
Round start's going to be super important here. Just goes for the far slash, trying to do anything to keep the pressure up. And that IBFD was so slick from Jack.
She's 6S. Shatter. 50% lead tap dust. We're blasting off again with another Deus Ex Machina.
Never asked for this.
Stank one more time. Here's the YRC and still able to throw the dust. We're not bursting here. Domi's going to go down for a round 2.
Jack already starting off so strong, looking like they're not breaking a sweat yet. The burst, Domi trying to prevent that wall break from happening, dashing up, harassing a little bit. Nice. Instead of going for a throw opportunity, going for like a close slash or anything, just a close range stun dipper. This is difficult. Positive bonus now for Jack. He still already has burst. Just buying time to build up that meter too. Wow! Gets the pick up with the trade.
Yeah, trade 6P works out in favor for Jack. Thanks to the gunshots, though, you're going to get that coast-to-coast carry.
And the IBFD again, creating that space. The shove. First comes out once again for Domi, but...
Oh, man. Game up for Jack.
Chat Jodo saying nobody beats Jack twice in a row in TNS. Red Ditto has, but I don't know who else has. I think that's a short list.
It's a pretty short list, but it's been done. Okay, wait.
So
right,
Ditto
twice.
has. I think
Ditto
SauceQue has.
No.
Duel 1.
Yeah, that's a fair point. We've seen Jack lose in a bracket, but 2 games to the same person, a double jeopardy. Okay, that's a very short list.
And sent through the wall. Let's see, can DomiWurld do it? Jack's only up 1 game right now. Yeah, let's get clipped by the 2S, catching the ankles.
Insane range of that one there. Hawk Baker getting out. What a 2P.
Again, Jack's defense. Blocking forever is not good defense. It just means you got good blocking. Defense is turning that situation around, able to get out of that situation.
Wow. You see that J2K has super, will spend. Last interaction, Brain Blast, continue the offense. And we get the open. Jack steals around.
Okay, going in for the throw. Conditioning starting. That's 2 throws in a row. It's only a matter of time until we see the dash up ID back, JH.
Ooh. The far slash though. Attack. Oh, tried to get the heavy, and it's not going to work out here. Nice run up throw. Slowing things down with that RC. Awarded Domi that opportunity.
First round here that Domi is able to secure. Gonna need a lot more of that here if they want to succeed against the Demon King. 5D is gonna connect. Deus Ex Machina, refill those bullets, get that positive bonus. You all have seen it a million times.
Here's 1,000,001. Close. Oh, I thought for sure we were gonna guard that burst.
There's a really good late burst there from Domi. Knew exactly what was coming there from Jack.
Oh my goodness, the final shot was victory here. 2-0 lead for Jack.
And it's looking like a repeat of winners finals. 0. 3-0 when they went up against each other before. And while Domi is trying his hardest, it just doesn't seem to be enough right now.
Okay. This is where you gotta hold the line, Domi.
Duel 1.
Hold the line, but gain some ground while you're at it.
Oh my goodness, we're going all out. Round start, low concentration though. Oh my god. Jack is putting in a clinic on Domi.
This is brutal. 5D right up in the gut. No reason to burst here. It's not a round that you're going to be able to make a comeback on.
That first opportunity was ages ago.
Wow, calling out the dash up ID back 0. Calling out the shimmy with the 5P.
Quick, safe, efficient. There's the burst finally. Avoiding the big driver, the JS.
Immediate burst there, Jack. Trying not to give up any of the momentum that has been built, that has been snowballing down this mountain.
Wow, very committed to down blocking there. Roll good blocks from DomiWurld.
But does get clipped by the 5K. That's going to give Jack an opportunity now to reload some bullets with the Deus Ex. Possibly a final interaction 0.
See away, nice air throw. Great recognition for Domi.
Okay. Catch with the 2H. Is it enough? It is! With a close slash. Domi staying alive by the skin of their teeth.
Burst on the table for both players for this final round. Domi on tournament life. Roll pickup. Nice block. It's safe at J2K.
Tried to go for a weird burst bait there and ended up dropping the combo in the air.
Caught the startup.
Fire C.
Ooh, 5K almost got whip punished there. Throw. Dire in the corner, but Domi will stop the bleeding with the game up.
1 game on the board, stopping their own bleeding and putting a wound on Jack while they're at it. This is the start. Can they bring this back? One is all you need to get something started, 0. 1 can turn into 2, which can turn into 3, which, if Domi has it in them, can turn into 6, which is what you need to win this tournament.
Look, if you move forward, you gain 2. Move back, you only gain 1.
So roll through, double roll.
All the way. Attack. Nice 6P. It's certainly going to be a jump 2K scenario.
Oh no, getting ball.
Not enough for super. I mean, Domi's still so close to achieving victory on this.
Out of stamina, though.
No.
Out of stamina, 0, and about to be out of life. Set point once again for the Demon King.
Tried everything that they could to close that gap and finish the job. Domi was certainly desperate for that one. What a roll. Ooh. Got the block. Close slash. Wow. In its final touch interaction here, does Domi have what it takes to make this comeback? YRC is to start to steal a turn.
2S able to hit that 2S. DP. Gotta put Jack through the wall. No! And there it is, 0. Deus Ex Machina. Putting a cap in Domi to cap off this tournament.